take your best shot, make your move. Oh, step right up, who's next? You're messing with the best. We're death-defying, coming in like lightning. Look out, we're striking. Ready, set, let's go. This fire's blazing. We're troublemaking. We got you shaking. Ready, set, let's go. Ready, set, let's go.
So you guys are in the, well, a few of you guys are in the city of Xandrar. Marielle, Ragno, and, excuse me. Marielle and Ragno are actually the only ones who are currently here from the group, and you have yet to hear from the rest of you. So you guys...
Xandrar was where we were meeting, right?
Yes.
So Arn would be up there for the meeting.
Oh yeah, because he's coming too. Yep, so Arn,
Yeah.
Marielle, and Ragno are getting there. And you guys are showing up at, I believe it is, you can show up at the Witch and Kitchen, or I believe that is the local bar in town, is the Witch and Kitchen. And so if you guys would like to meet up there, or at the docks, or anywhere else in town, I don't know where you guys had set your meeting place at.
Witch and Kitchen sounds good to me. If it's good with everyone else.
So,
Problems.
you three meet up after your month of downtime, and you're able to kind of catch each other up right now if you would like.
Hey guys, I started a war.
You started a war.
Not quite. I mean, I tried to prevent one, and it didn't work as well as I wanted it to.
Are you playing as Arn, or are you playing as your new character right now?
This is
Arn right now.
Wonderful. You guys to new characters
You will know when my new character comes in.
In that case, Arn, what have you done?
Well, you see, I kind of tried to allay the tensions between, was it Onder and,
Thrain.
Thrain, that's the word. Between Onder and Thrain, and, the good news is I'm kind of on a first name basis with all the major royalty in this geographical area, but the bad news
what's
is,
the bad news?
some of them don't really like me.
Ooh.
Oh, gee, that's not a surprise, I suppose.
Hey, now.
Not a surprise.
Hey, let's be honest. Somebody seems to hate us everywhere we go.
Yeah. On the bright side, though, other bright side, I'm on very good terms with the King of Breland, and he is currently mounting an offensive to go retake Starlasker, because you know those jackal wares that we never killed?
I have a feeling this isn't going to go well, is it?
Yeah, they took over the whole city.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I'm assuming the Revenant there is powerful beyond all reasons. So
And will I learn that my actions have consequences?
exactly.
Oh, no.
So I am here to extend to you guys an invitation if you want to come with me and go with the Brelish army back to Starlasker to kind of finish the job that we started there.
Well,
I'm going either way,
that's fair.
but some help would be very appreciated.
Considering everything you've done for us, I mean,
What's the basis on the conflict?
Say what?
What's the basis of their conflict at the moment? The war's
Who's?
going on. The reason why
Oh,
you're playing
well, you know,
go-between.
the Red Wedding put some tensions on something that was already tense and trying to relieve those tensions.
Yes.
And so when it didn't work, thanks to a certain Rakshasa, um,
What a bitch.
still sore at that guy. Anyways,
Completely fair.
when it didn't work because of him, all those diplomatic relations kind of got set back to square one. So, yeah. So I'm trying to get them to not fight each other, and I was trying to get them to unite against a common enemy of these monsters in the Starlasker. But the only one who's on
And that
board with
one-
that is the King of Breland. So
Oh!
fortunately, the Queen of Ondare is very much in favor of not going to war, but she's
good.
not really going to do anything until she knows that Thrain isn't going to go to war with her, and Thrain, I don't really know how they feel about me right now, but I may or may not have accidentally spied on the king's bodyguard and gotten captured by them and then broken out.
Oh, you were breaking out of prison. Everybody really breaking out of prison.
Yeah. Turns out Disintegrate is an incredibly useful spell.
Oh my god, you disintegrated them?
Oh no.
No. Just the wall. Just the wall.
Okay, alright. Ooh, that could have been really bad.
Yeah, I didn't kill anyone.
Wow, that's
That is an accomplishment
That's
for me,
impressive
okay,
for you,
guys?
Arn.
I didn't kill anyone.
I am very impressed. Good work.
Marielle, you also know a lot of what Arn has been talking about. You, as you've spent time over your month, you've seen a lot of preparations for war between the two countries when you were in the country of Ondare.
Right.
So I
They're
think
my second family, so I would also prefer them to not go to war. So I
Yeah.
suppose I'll tag along.
I think that
Oh, guess I'm going too then.
at the very least, both sides are more willing to come talk at a common table and talk things out. So I think that some progress has been made towards alleviating tensions, just not nearly as much as I wanted to do.
Oops.
But on the other side, I've got the King of Breland in on trying to broker a peace between them. So there's a third party on an equal level with the two countries that also wants peace and is willing to work towards it. So that's nice.
That's good.
All right, and it is at this time that the barmaid of the Witchin' Kitchen walks over to your group, and with almost like a platter at this point, and she hands it over to Arn. It's like a few letters happen to come in for you. You are Arn of the Requiem, yes?
Yes.
I believe these are for you, and she hands you over a couple letters. You see 3 different letters, actually.
Okay.
The first one, when you open it, seems to be from Lorella, and she tells you that she has been in the city of Rote, the capital of Breland, and she is on her way back, but has been slightly delayed. And she should
Oh, so
give
we
you-
were in the same city?
Yes, you were.
Oh, nice.
You just didn't know it. And she
That
says
she's
that
the stealthy one. She
said
is.
that she should be about a day behind you all.
Okay, cool.
You also receive a letter from someone named Ren Masamune, who is interested in joining up with you if you guys are looking for new recruits.
Okay.
Ah!
Sounds like a weird guy.
Completely fair.
And the third letter is from someone named Lucius Morningstar.
Oh no, this guy I like.
I don't
and
know how to feel
this
about
one
that.
is specifically to Arn.
Oh, Arn, are you getting more letters from just random people all over the globe then?
It appears so.
And so the letter from Lorella details a little bit about what she's been doing. She has spent the time talking and researching and working on her skills, and she's actually found information that the original letters you guys first received were druidic in nature.
Ah, wonderful.
Ooh. Which means Ragno could have read them this whole time.
Son of a bitch!
These ones were not the ones that were coded or anything. They were just, they didn't have a whole lot of information.
Ah, okay.
Oh, the ones that just said meet at this tavern.
Yes, those ones.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh.
And then the one from Ren is just simply it gives you a location in the city of Xandrar that he'll be that he is staying at, and ask you to come and find him if you are still willing to if you are looking for any additional work or helpers. And then the one from Lucius, it pretty much gives the same thing, but it's specifically to Arn, saying that he's been searching for him for some time.
Okay. What's the return on that one? Or return address on that one? Same address as Ren? Same room, maybe?
Oh. I'm gonna have to channel my inner Ben to point this out.
I don't like how this story's going.
Ooh, this is gonna be great.
So out of curiosity, Mario, what were you doing during all this time?
I got new tattoos.
Ooh,
New tattoo. Oh, well,
Cool.
that's fancy. You're going to show them off, then?
Would.
Well, can I get a description or something from the DM or from you?
Marielle hops up on the table and...
I don't have them written down.
Striptease.
All right. Well, Marielle kind of rolls up her sleeves, and you can see that now covering her arm. She previously had one type of tattoo that was just a very small one. Now you see multiple that are phoenixes in flight. You see a giant mountain with what looks to be almost like a metal sphere on top. There's one that is a flowing river that goes between a few rocks. There's a few what almost looks like elemental beings, and there's multiple air shapes, and it's very almost tribal in nature that just kind of flows across, and it looks like it continues onto her back, but you can't see it.
Wow,
Unless
those
she
are
wants to
dope.
take her shirt off, but...
Sized carefully. That. Austin, just to clarify,
Yes.
did currently have my owlbear, Mr. Barry?
I believe you left him back with Ostasia, if I'm correct.
Have Jewel, and we're doing our thing.
Yes, you do have Jewel.
How wonderful. Oh.
Have the little phoenix doodad, Griffin.
Yes, you have that as
What?
well.
You have a
I guess they don't
griffin?
see my bird, my friend.
Oh.
Also, I conjure a glowing small stone for Jewel and hand it to Jewel and let him play with it.
Aw, yay.
Jewel's very happy.
No.
He is very happy. Alright. So the return address for Lucius is the Fox and Dragon.
Ooh, yeah, of course, that's where he'd stay. Sorry,
How
guys, playing two
interesting.
characters here, but it's...
How interesting.
Ooh.
Sounds foxy.
Hmm.
Ooh.
And Ren is staying in a place called the Crossed Hammers.
Well, that sounds fancy.
Okay.
If anybody wants to roll history, you can try and figure out where they're at or what they're like.
Sure.
Oh, let's see. I guess I will.
Let's... Oh, I don't know what my modifier is for that with Arn. I think it's 9?
I have no idea.
This is why I have my character sheet with me. Oh, this might not be a good idea after all. Also, do you prefer that we roll like on our own tables or roll on the app? Oh, okay.
You can roll in-app or on your own.
Oh,
table.
I'm off to a
Actually,
great
this is
start
nice.
today.
Oh, I just nat 20'd though.
When the druid, with a negative modifier on intelligence, knows more than the
How did you
wizard with
remember?
Oh.
You remember I'm a dumbass.
Yeah. So Ragno has actually made it into town a little bit earlier, and he spent some time last year just walking around and getting to know the town, and he's able to tell you guys exactly where both the Crossed Hammers and the Fox and Dragon are. The Fox and Dragon is a much nicer establishment. It's up in more where the nobles are staying, while the Crossed Hammers is sort of towards the slums and is a cheaper establishment.
Oh.
So, do we want to go find these people? Do we want to wait for Lorella to get here?
I mean, let me think. Laura's a day out, right?
Yes, she's a
Yeah.
day behind.
I mean, do we want to... What time of day is it right now?
It's early morning. It's about like 10 or 11.
Oh, well, dang. I mean, we might want to go find them and then just, have them with us.
Yeah, let's talk to these people. Who
Plus,
do
I
you
can
want to
tell you
go see
all about
first?
my adventure on the way.
Oh yeah, dying to hear about that.
Who are you guys going to see first?
Almost literally. What do you guys think? I'm good with either.
Well, let's see. Let's go to
The mall.
the Crossed Hammers. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Actually, wait. How close is either of these? If I could get a
Oh,
good
that's a good
number.
point. Who's which one would be more on the way to the other?
All right.
Although I guess it's 6 and 1/2 dozen in the other for how far we walk, because either way we're going to both and then going home.
That is true.
But if you said the Crossed Hammers is in more of a slum, so we're more likely to hit an encounter there. So having an
That's a good
additional
point.
purpose or an additional person with us might be a good idea.
I suppose so. Yeah, I suppose we could go to the Fox and Dragon first.
I'm good with either way. Because out of character, if we go to Crossed Hammers first, that's less time that I'm playing two characters simultaneously.
Yes.
It's more fun to watch you struggle.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to my world where I
I'll
play
just-
800 characters simultaneously.
I mean,
Yeah, but you don't have them have conversations with each other.
I mean,
That's not
I
entirely
did it with...
true. I've done that before.
Never forget the Goblin 3.
But wait, there's more.
Oh my gosh.
And Gerald. Poor Gerald.
Yes.
Gerald.
All right, so which one are you guys going to first?
Well, I'd say
Okay.
we should go ahead and go to the nice area first. I think we can go with that.
All right, so you guys head towards the Fox and Dragon. You make your way
boy.
through town, and you remember that Xandra is a pretty nice town. It's right on the edge of a lake. It's very wealthy. So the area, you see people bustling through the streets. You see lots of food as it just kind of drifts out to you guys. It smells delicious, and there's lots of people. It seems to be very pretty happy town. It seems to be thriving since your guys' defeat of the Revenant that was here. So you guys continue on. You see people start to recognize you occasionally. Some people wave, some people kind of like whisper and point. And you guys know that your notoriety is getting around a little bit. But after walking for a little bit, Ragnar was able to lead you guys to the Fox and Dragon. And inside, you guys see quite a few people. And pretty much as soon as you walk in, a man pipes up from a nearby table. Let's see. You guys see that?
Hang on.
Are we supposed to be seeing exactly?
Did it show it to you or not?
Nope.
But I don't see anything besides a map.
Oh.
Same.
Yeah, I see a map in the picture of the city. I'm having to move
There it
my
is.
character sheet around though.
Hold on, it's over there, like on the far right
Yeah.
there.
We'll make it bigger.
Far right.
Ah,
there we go.
wonderful.
Oh! He's beautiful. Look at it, all his magic.
I'm just gonna scroll over real quick. Whoop.
So you guys see a very handsome man strive straight up to Arn.
Oh, wow.
Oh crap, that's bad.
He just looks like a little shit.
Okay, so he's in kind of like blue and silver clothes. There's like a hint of chainmail under his shirt, and he's got like the musketeer hat type deal.
Oh my god.
So yeah, so like a dark blue braided with silver around the rim, musketeer hat with a white feather, and a kind of a matching color duster, I guess, like a cross between if you could cross a tux and a trench coat.
Oh, wow.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So I guess duster is the term. With a silvery sword with a blue gem in it on his hip, and a lute across his back. Okay, so that's the best description I've got.
I see.
So he walks up and says, Arn Grimbaldson, Lucius Morningstar. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. And a conversation ensues. I am not role-playing both sides of this conversation, guys.
You can give us the gist
They
of what
introduce
happened.
They introduce each other. He introduces himself to the rest of the group, and asks if he can speak to Arn in private.
Arn, you seem to have a lot of people that enjoy speaking to you in private.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
They also all
And
seem
so-
to be male people who seem to have a lot of interest in you.
The gnome does not count.
I don't know about that. I think the gnome very much thinks he counts.
David, did you say no homo beforehand?
Okay, so they go off and have a conversation and come back. And I've already worked out this conversation basically with Austin. So, essentially,
How long does this conversation take?
I'd say probably about 5 minutes.
Oh, I see. Okay, hold on one second.
You guys see Arn look a little bit surprised, and then right afterwards, very interested and intrigued as they're talking, and then they come back, and Arn tells you guys, this is he's introduced himself to you already, but apparently, what's the word I'm looking for? Our paths are kind of interconnected, and I'll turn to Marielle and say, do you remember when we were captured in the floating towers and I mysteriously just ended up bamfing out of my cell?
Happened.
Say what?
I recall that's what happened.
Yes. Well, there was basically a vision that I had, and I'm still trying to suss out exactly what happened with this. And but it ended up with me getting pulled through a portal by a mysterious figure, and apparently, Lucius was that figure because he was in the middle of a fight and had a similar vision and ended up pulling someone through a portal who
How
happened
interesting.
to be me. So, if you guys don't mind, he'll be joining us. I think there's a lot that he and I need to figure out.
Sexual tension.
I mean, we've brought along plenty of other random people for the ride because of you. Might as well add this one.
Not wrong.
Lucius laughs and reaches out to shake your hand and says, well, it'll be a pleasure traveling with you.
I will absolutely shake his hand. Ragnar me out, man. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, pleasure to meet you too.
Oh god, we're gonna have to listen to that this whole time, aren't we?
I'm glad
Oh,
at least
yes,
this-
you are.
I'm glad at least this newcomer wants to talk to me.
Okay.
Alright.
So Lucius then asks, so, it's early in the day? Well, what's the first order of business?
What is the first order of business?
Okay, I guess Arn steps up then and says, well, we've got another letter from from someone else asking to meet us and potentially work with us, so we were going to head down to the Crossed Hammers. And Lucius responds, oh, the Crossed Hammers, that's a bit on the south end of town, isn't it? With, his voice heavy laden with meaning. Bit on the south end.
I was thinking someone that actually do work. Yeah. I think if it was a bad part of town, I mean,
Oh, no, not bad per se, just the south end.
I don't
God.
Sure, I'll go with whatever you're trying to imply there.
Okay, shall we go?
Yeah,
I suppose so.
You guys can head off to the crossed hammers. And
Cool.
then I guess since we didn't address it yet, Ragno can go ahead and take care of filling you guys in on what happened with him.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. Good story for the
Yes.
way across the town. So, well, I guess the first thing is I didn't listen, and I went back to the Underdark because none of you wanted to go.
Heck no.
And then I got laughed at, and then I went and was sad and was by a lake. And then there were some really neat fish. And then I met this guy, and he said that he liked the fact that I liked the fish. And then I got tapped, and then I got knocked out, and then I woke up, and then there was a staff. And then I met like this weird 70s dressed Cthulhu-looking guy. And then I looked really cool for a minute. Anyway, now I'm here.
That was the best summary I've ever heard.
And I've still got the staff. Take a look. And I'm going to show off the staff to the party.
All right, so so he holds out a very interesting staff to you guys.
Oh, I found a bunch of really cool bugs too. They were really, it was neat. It was like a whole ecosystem going on, and I didn't want to get near any of them because they were terrifying, but it was okay.
I'm so glad I get
Oh
to
my
be in a
gosh.
campaign with you.
So-
This is great.
So wait, Ragnar, you went to the Underdark alone?
How
How fascinating.
yeah, I guess technically, yep.
Well then,
That's exciting time.
Ooh.
that is a dope-looking staff.
Yes, indeed.
I'm
I'm excited. I am not quite sure what it does.
May I hold your staff?
What exactly do you plan to do with this?
Oh, just examine it.
Okay, you just keep your... Now wait, which character is this? Is this Arn or is this Lucius?
This is Lucius.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, might as well at least take a look at it. Here you go.
I just pick it up and turn it over and look at the craftsmanship and then hand it back.
Roll
It's
wisdom
really neat.
save.
Wait, what?
Oh,
A wisdom save?
Yeah. Roll wisdom save.
Shit.
Jeez.
well,
Rolled a 19.
Yep.
Plus 1 is 20.
Nothing happened.
Whew! Whew! Whew!
I know it's so neat. I really like it.
Do I
got a joke
know
that you
that?
really use.
No.
I don't know that this
Nope.
forced a wisdom save.
Nope.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Anyway, so I figured I've recentered myself a little bit, and
Oh, good.
I've kind of well, so I don't have my book anymore. Okay, I'm keeping it with me, but it's not really that powerful anymore. So that's the bad news, unfortunately. The good news is that I've actually found a great new goal for myself.
Oh, and what's that? This is on.
Oh, I mean, I figured out I'm not really worthy of being a wolf's presence yet.
A what?
I'm not worthy of being a wolf's presence yet. I really haven't done enough to really show myself off.
Oh, in Lolth's presence. Okay.
Yes.
I heard a wolf's pheasant, and I was like, what?
Look, man, I'm a druid, but you can't just go assuming those kind of things.
I mean, I'm sure you could bee shape into a pheasant, but a wolf's?
Hey. Either way, so that's what I'm going to be working on. Working on making myself better.
Ah, a very worthy goal.
And of course, a bunch of insects come along with me, and it's a good time.
Yes.
All right, so you guys make it to the crossed hammers, and
Wonderful.
you enter the crossed hammers, and it's
Nobody grab Ragno's staff.
it's a little bit of a seedier place.
Yes, the south end.
Inside, you see this one has much more people in it, and you see people drinking even now. It's not like a full-on bar scene, but you see a couple people drinking at the bar. You see people eating food. It's getting about, it's right after lunchtime, maybe about 1 o'clock, as you guys have made it here. And you see, it's pretty popular. There's quite a few people here, but they're not exactly the high society that most are. You see a lot of sailors, a little bit more gruffer, almost not quite pirate types, but they sort of look something along the lines. And eventually, you guys move along and see a young man sitting by himself.
Oh.
And he also immediately recognizes you. He also immediately recognizes your group and comes over and introduces himself.
And I'm just looking forward to anything Dave is going to have to say to anything I have to say. Anyway. Hello, my
Who's
name is
David?
Masamune Ren. You can call me Ren. You kind of see this very elegant young man who is dressed in kind of like think almost like kimono-like, but also has a little bit of armor to it, and
Ooh, pretty.
like darker green colors with a little bit of a black accent. And
Goes
Let's say he's
wonderfully
about-
with blue and silver.
tall, and he's got long black hair, and one of his eyes is hazel, and his left eye actually has a scar over it, and it kind of appears almost like blind or glazed over. And yeah, that's about kind of what he looks like. And he just introduces himself. So I am Masamune Ren, you may call me Ren, and I'm from kind of a small farming town where my father kind of taught me the way of the sword. And I would love to be of any assistance that I can to you guys.
The way of the sword, eh?
Oh, this is the first time that somebody hasn't come up specifically for Arn. Ragnar Miyama, nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you. And who is
Hello,
this fellow next to you?
Ren, was it?
Yes, and you are.
Lucius Morningstar.
Wonderful.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Indeed, and yours as well.
Indeed.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
Never mind.
How interesting.
Well, regardless of that encounter, it would be a pleasure to join you.
Wonderful. From what I've gathered, we seem to enjoy just picking up people and making them part of our party.
Well, great. Sounds good for me.
Although we do also lose a couple of them. Not for bad things, I promise. No,
I promise.
Only minor death.
they usually just like disappear. And actually one of them is showed up later.
So Ragnar, you can relate to the group that.
Whoop, Austin, you're cutting out.
Oh, can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ragnar,
Yeah,
you're
it's
able
better.
to relay to the group that Morthus
that's
is taking some time off, and he's gone home for now. He might join up with the group later, but
Yes,
for
you see,
now,
like taking a break.
for now he
Uh,
needs a little bit of space.
Where's home for Morthus?
Black Pit.
Yes.
Oh,
The
I see.
place was fun, and honestly, I don't know. A lot of people seem to really respect him around there.
Yes, very fun.
I mean, I found scorpions. I feel like I got something out of it.
Did you enjoy the arena, perhaps?
Well, I mean, the arena was interesting.
Yes,
me
indeed.
personally, I don't know if I enjoy going and just fighting haphazardly.
All right.
Oh, well, you should have seen it from the inside.
Well, actually, Ragnar, you can go ahead and make a history check.
Let's take a look. See here. We're gonna do.
Please, nat 20, this one.
Nope. It's 12 minus 1. It's 11.
All right.
Ooh.
And so you're able to recall a few things about the arena. You remember the gladiator fights and the sorcerer battles that you saw, and they were interesting. But you also remember how Thayer thought that she was almost enslaved whenever she was there.
Ah, that's right. But that seems to be part of the course for her, unfortunately.
Yes.
Speaking of which, what happened to Thayer?
None of you guys really know at this point, actually. She hasn't showed up, and you haven't received any letters from her.
Yes, because I know we got a letter from Loretta, but...
Yep, you've heard from Lorella, and you've heard from Morthus. But you have not heard from Thayer.
Well, drat.
You also have heard from Aristort, who was bid home back to Thrain to resume his job as a bodyguard since your mission was completed with the death of Rakshasa, or his mission was completed.
Well, good on him.
Hopefully he puts in a good word for me.
God knows we need as many good words as we can get right now.
Yeah.
All right, and so the four of you or the five of you are gathered together. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I would like to sit down for an hour somewhere.
All right.
So how about we go back to the Witching Kitchen?
All right.
You guys are able to make your way back to the Witching Kitchen for some general rest and relaxation while you wait for Lorella.
Lucius goes and closes out his account at the Fox and Dragon.
Gotcha.
His account. Oh,
I am yes.
Like the tab or song and a dance, whatever he did for his.
Oh my god.
Roll a d20, Lucius.
Oh jeez. Do I get like a charisma or performance or anything
No,
like that?
just roll a d20.
And that one, here we go. Hey!
All right, on your way out of the Fox and Dragon, a very well-dressed but slightly scantily clad woman comes and gives you a kiss on the cheek as you leave, and she's like, aren't you staying?
Well, now I am.
Oh, come on! I guess we've lost people to workspace.
Let me roll insight.
Oh, you don't have to roll insight. Just
I know exactly what she is.
you roll
Or
an
who she
intelligence
is.
check. Actually,
Really? Really?
you can do wisdom
Really?
if you want. Wisdom or intelligence.
Okay.
Rip. Fucking rip.
Oh.
Oh, whoa!
Oh, you definitely recognize this person as a lady you might have spent some time with.
Hey. Wow, 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 wow.
I'll just say, well, maybe I have a few minutes.
That's all it takes?
You can turn it to an hour very easily.
Make a charisma check.
Just straight charisma?
Yeah, just straight charisma. That should be plenty for you.
I clicked it. Let me see. Maybe I need to click it again.
There you
Well,
go. It came up. 17. Alright, she kind of like hangs on your arm a bit and is like, oh, wonderful. And she will guide you over to a room if you would like.
Let's go.
Alright, so we know how Lucius is spending his hour. Alright, and
I have now realized the group I have gotten into.
this is
Bars
surprisingly
right
only
now?
the second time this has happened.
Okay, so why am I getting a
first
+5 +2 to these rolls?
Let's see. You're getting +2 for your charisma. I'm not sure what the 5 is.
I'm getting
Well,
+5
5
for my
for
charisma. I'm not sure what the +2 is.
Oh.
Is it the jack of all trades?
Did you
That's
roll
gotta
like-
be what it is.
Yeah, that's gotta be what it is.
Okay.
I didn't know that applied
Interesting.
to that, but that's fine.
It's applying within the system. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
applied it on a straight roll, but
That's fine.
I mean, you could just yeah.
it
well,
doesn't
whatever.
really matter.
yeah,
I don't mind if the jack of all trades applies to that.
neither do I.
Well, I sure hope not.
Alright, so Ragnar.
Jack of all trades, but I am a master of one.
Boy.
Psychic damage to the courtesan. Alright. So you take your time with this lady, And Ragnar, you take time apart from yourself, and you begin almost a slight meditation. In the room all by yourself, you take that hour, and you kind of focus on the staff and kind of
Oh no.
grow a little bit closer to it, and have some almost like a bonding experience with it. And as you emerge from your trance-like state after the hour is over, you see almost an ethereal type insect manifesting in front of you.
Ooh!
Um,
I'm going to look at it and try and figure out what it is.
yeah, so you've seen things similar to this because it is in fact a type of spider, but it's also unlike most things that you've seen before. As this spider actually comes towards you, you notice that it is bleach white with specks of blue across it.
Hello, Wolf.
And it's about the size of a small dog.
Albino Shelob.
It's about the size of a small dog. And it
Aw.
comes over and it kind of like inspects your hand and starts crawling up one of your arms and moves around it. And then suddenly it just disappears.
Ah! Oh.
And you look around and suddenly it's on the wall behind you, and it's still crawling around. It's
You
moving
are
over-
one strange spider.
moves over the ceiling, and then it disappears again. And then suddenly it's right in front of you.
Oh! You are adorable!
And as you move a hand to kind of touch it, it disappears, but it doesn't. It seems like the world around you almost turns like a shade of gray. You're able to like see parts of the world that you couldn't really see before. It's kind of weird.
Ethereal plane.
It's like a split perspective, and it's almost like parts of shadow are coming off of the walls and off of the ground, and then before you're able to really realize it, you're back and things are normal, and the spider is just walking around near you.
Well, that's never happened during Find Familiar, but... Huh. Oh, I'm glad that the spider's here, at least. Come here, spider. Can I beckon it? Can it come to me?
Yes, it does respond to your commands like
Yay!
any other familiar.
Cool, I'm going to put him on my shoulder if he would be so willing to get in my hand.
What's his name?
Well, let me think. Dang, I had a name ready, too. Shoot, I'm gonna have to look it up.
Ferdinand 2.0? Or 3.0?
No, I can't just rename Ferdinand.
We've gone through Ferdinand and Richard already.
Yes, exactly. We can't just be reusing names all haphazardly.
Oh, haphazardly.
How about Ferdinand?
Ah,
Reginald.
no.
Reginald. I like
After
Reginald.
Tiberius.
No, I'm going to, what am I going to name this? I'm going to name him, William.
William.
Strikes me as William.
I like the name William.
Alright. And I will copy that. Alright, so that should be copied over
Huzzah!
to you now.
Yes, it is. I like William. He is adorable. Oh.
There you go.
Oh, I can't wait to show you off to the party, William.
And so Ragnar
Marielle will just die.
comes.
I don't know where we are. We just in the other bar that we started out in
Yes,
originally.
you guys are in
Yeah,
a
the
bar
Witching
slash
Kitchen.
inn of the Witching Kitchen.
Gone to the corner and would have tried to talk to Azra.
All right. Let's see if we can pull that up as well. I gotta remember where all these things are. All right. So you are able to pull out this small little creature. And what would you like to say to him?
I'd like to say, well, William, time to say hello to the party.
Sorry,
Gonna pet him on
that
the-
was for Marielle. She's talking
Too
to
bad.
hers.
So I have to talk to the bird.
Yep.
Oh,
You said it was 25 words, right?
Yes.
That's a lot of math for right now. I'm really tired. So I'm going to give
it can
you
be up
a
to
summary
25.
statement, and you
Alright.
can embellish what it actually says.
Okay.
So I would probably give a brief description saying that I made it to my meetup place with friends. And we will see how this goes.
All right.
You
So
have
I
a bird
will-
of sending?
I'll take Azra then outside to let him go.
all right.
You have a
And,
carrier pigeon?
not exactly a pigeon. Let's see if I can
But like
find-
a bird of sending?
Yes.
That's dope.
Where is he at? Oh, I think he's under something else. Hold on. One moment.
That's fine.
There he is.
Did you pull him up?
Yep, he should be good.
Aww.
There's my buddy.
Aww. He's adorable.
Yep, and so you see Marielle kind of whisper to this small little, what looks like a griffin, but it's a very small one. And she goes outside, and when she comes back in, he's no longer with her.
Adorable.
oh.
Guessing by now, though, I would probably catch a glimpse of Ragno's friend.
Yep, and at this time, Ragno does come inside with this
Okay,
new
so-
white spider about the size of a cat.
Okay, so it's been an hour. What happens when I emerge from my trance-like state after an hour of using my staff?
Boo! Roll a performance check.
Oh no, this is gonna be bad. I am just constantly afraid of the nat ones
That's
now.
gonna be great.
I am so excited.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That could've been
wow.
That's really bad for you.
Yeah, so she's impressed. It was pretty good for her, but you're like, man, I could have done so much better. What is wrong with me?
I slept hard last night. Yeah, you know.
I was thinking about a hot Japanese man.
That's it. It's canon. That's what was wrong.
Yep, that's it.
Just would have been way better. I killed him.
God, as I die. Ah.
You know, when you say this thing might be the death of you, I wasn't really intending for that.
I apologize. I'm getting over a cold, so excuse me if I randomly sound like I'm dying in the background.
No, you're fine, man.
So you guys are all back together in the Witchin' Kitchen, and you have lost one familiar and gained another.
Lucius is, straightening his tie.
Wonderful. Well, time to. I want to introduce my familiar to the party at least.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, everybody, this is William. I found him when I was channeling Find Familiar, which normally doesn't make these kind of spiders, but I'm happy it did because this is pretty neat,
He's adorable.
right?
Ariel is shaking and trying to withhold squeals.
Calm in the face of danger, except spiders.
Yes, this really makes the party dynamic a bit interesting.
Oh,
Lucius is edging more towards Marielle than towards the spider.
Oh, come down. He won't bite. I don't think. I haven't actually tested that yet.
hey, Lucius.
Well, I'll let you test it before I do.
I'm sure he's nice. He didn't do anything to me, at least.
Hey, Lucius. You might want to fix your hair a little bit on the left.
Make an insight check, Ren.
Thank you.
How do I even roll in this? I don't remember.
You just click on it. Oh, do you have your character sheet open?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, find where it says insight and roll that. It's over on the left
Found
side.
where it says- Do I just click on it?
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Woo!
You know exactly what I was up to.
Funny enough, Ren knows exactly what you were up to. And he does comment that you might want to adjust your hair, and you can see almost a sly. Think of the exact way that Ben would look at you and smile.
With a little shake of his head.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I run my hands through my hair and kind of tussle it up a little more and go, why? What's wrong with it?
Ooh, this is gonna be a long ass trip for me, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
I hope so. Faux Reaper has appeared.
oh, Reaper. Ariel Jaunt. Joe, come back to us.
Joey, come back
Joey! Oh, wait.
on me.
He's fine.
He's typing. He knows.
He knows.
Good.
Okay.
So you guys are in the Witching Kitchen. Is there anything else that you would like to do while you wait for Lorella?
How about eat? I don't know. Just like talk, get to know each other a little more.
Yeah,
we can
order
assume
some food
that
and-
happens.
Order some food. I mean, I don't know.
Arn, given the information that he's just learned from Lucius, is going to be rather quiet from here on out.
Arn, you can make an
I
Arcana.
was about to say, that
Do
was
you
it,
remember
yeah, I was
Arn's
like,
Arcana check?
Oh goodness.
You know?
It's +5 plus proficiency. So actually,
Plus
that's
10.
a +10.
Yep.
So
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so in all your time of studying at the floating towers, you have never heard of anything like this. Like the magic that you know of, it does not do anything that is being described by Lucius, and you know of your shared experiences. There's nothing that can explain it. But you also know that there's beings that are not able to be explained, and you have very good experience with things like that. And so you know that whatever is going on has to be the work of something else, something not arcane and not human, but you're not exactly sure what.
Okay. Cool. I'm still just pondering it.
And Lucius actually hears in his head, in the back of his head, just kind of the feeling of happiness and contentment, and like this is a good decision. And
I mean, I thought I could have done better, but you know, it was rather pleasant.
and everyone can go ahead and make a persuasion check, or not a persuasion check, a perception check.
Okay,
Persuasion.
Roll like here, or do we need to roll on there?
It doesn't matter. I trust you if you want to roll by yourself.
Perception.
Oh, come
Oh, two!
Mostly because I honestly have no idea how to
Twinsies.
roll on here, so I'd rather roll dice anyway.
Yeah, I like rolling physical dice. Also, check my sweet score. Check.
Is mine a nat one?
Yep.
Yep.
Mine was a
If
nat
it's red,
one.
it's a nat
Perception is a
one.
27.
Oh my god, both of you are terrible.
We're just staring into each other's eyes awkwardly.
I
Well,
am-
awkwardly.
Yeah.
Why you
Awkwardly
always gotta
from
look at
that.
me?
I am
see how it
putting
is.
my hand in front of my face in just absolute shame.
All right. So
No, we both rolled 19s, but mine's a 19 plus 8.
That's unfair.
all right.
Feeling it.
So that's great. Lucius, you
Let me run Arns real quick.
you turn.
Hey, Sam, will you hand me the set of dice?
Oh, we've got a Joe.
Hi!
Hi, guys.
Hey.
The giggling gorilla has made an
Guess
appearance.
that.
All right. So
There's Arns.
Cool. Lucius, as you turn to go ahead and move out from one of the tables, Ren happens to be coming out at the exact same time, and you guys both bump shoulders and knock down onto the ground, and like kind of look at each other angrily as you're like, "What are you doing? Get out of my way!" And you guys start.
I slide up to one knee and then offer my hand to help him up.
All right, and as you do so, you actually don't notice as a quite ostentatious character walks into the same bar. Everyone else at the table does notice as a rather large half-orc in full plate armor, carrying a large pool armor, walks into the bar and up to the owner and asks for a drink.
Oh my god! Man looks like he could drink for hours. Let me think. Oh, I've got an idea. I'm going to go grab a drink too.
Drink now after seeing your spider familiar.
Absolutely, I love my spider familiar, and to toast to him.
I'm going to buy Ren a drink as an apology for knocking him over.
I'm going to also converse with the half-orc if I get the chance.
You can.
Wonderful.
Lucius, what you buying me?
Oh, whatever you desire.
Do you want to know what's on the menu?
Please tell me what's on the menu.
Can you buy me some more patience?
Hey.
Oh, I'm sure you'll require a great deal of patience traveling with me.
Yeah, what is on the menu?
Let's see what we've got.
The airspeed of an African swallow.
There is hog's breath, witch's milk, blood bucket, goblin snot, and vial of pus.
Hard.
I'll have a water, thank you.
Vial it is.
There is not a single elegant sounding anything on that menu.
That's alright, not all of them can be as good as alcohols from far off lands.
All right, and so it'll be 5 silver pieces for you, Ragnar,
Oh, wonderful.
and a bright green liquid in a
bar.
small glass.
Yes, everyone's talking.
In a small glass shot.
You
is
Discord from
handed
your
to
phone
you.
and you can.
Ooh, how fantastic.
Roll 20 doesn't handle the voice, Sam. So just
Yeah, we're using it through Discord, so she can connect through that.
download Discord on your phone and bring it in.
Yeah.
Or just shout really loudly into Joe's mic. You might be able to achieve the level of volume of Becca trying to be quiet.
Not wrong.
The problem is more that she can't hear anything, not that she can't say anything.
Ah,
Like, she
makes
can
sense,
walk
yeah.
over and yell things at me, but she has no idea what to say.
Gotcha. Just yell randomly. Discord's nice, though.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Ooh. Man, it's a bright green shot.
Yeah, go ahead and make a Constitution save
Sure.
at
you-
advantage.
Oh, wonderful.
You got a street painter, basically.
Okay, let's see. I got my con mod. I got a 12. 9 plus 3.
All right, so it hits you a little hard, but it's not too bad.
No.
Witch's milk, Austin.
What?
Witch's milk.
Which
What
is
about those?
milk? All right, this one is 6 silver pieces.
Sam.
Sam!
Hello.
And
Hi.
they bring you a mixed drink that almost has what looks to be a silvery liquid mixed with a whitish liquid as well. They seem to like start to be mixing in the middle, but they're 2 separate fluids that you could mix together if you would like, or leave them as they are. And they pass it over to you in a normal sized glass. And there are a
Okay.
few pieces of ice inside.
Try to say something.
I drink both.
Well,
That's a good thing to say.
All right, go ahead and make a Constitution save at advantage.
Okay. Let me see. Constitution save, you said?
Yes, at advantage.
Okay, at advantage, so we'll roll again really
This is
quick.
just your first drink.
A 17.
Yep, you're fine. You down it, no problem.
Damn.
I'm 2.
Ren is looking in your direction.
Oh, I think I'm going to go speak to that nice-looking orc gentleman.
All right, and you saunter up to this impressive and very tall orc gentleman. What would you like to say?
Oh. I'd like to say hello. Where exactly do you hail from?
And Joe, how would you like to respond?
I hail from a small village to the north. Have you
Neat.
heard of the Requiem?
Oh, the Requiem. Hey, wait, we're the Requiem. Yeah. I mean, did you want to meet the rest of the Requiem? I'm part of it. Ragnar, a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, much indeed. I would love to meet you.
Lovely. I'm glad I found a new friend already. Oh, come with me.
I'm just picturing him
Noah,
dragging
I
this
love
giant
your
orc over to the table.
I
much.
love your character, Noah. It's beautiful.
It's great.
Nah, Ragnar's fantastic. I love it.
I wish more people in the world were like that. Just,
Wow,
I'm so happy to make a new friend already. Come with me.
I am going to do my best to take him over to the table, although, I don't know, it's kind of up to his willingness, too.
Make a
I
straight.
mean, we're talking like this is a huge orc, right? Like, how big are you,
really
Joe?
6'5", 300 pounds?
Okay, yep, that's gonna be a little hard to try and drag.
Okay, so you're slightly taller than Lucius.
he's 5 inches taller than me.
Yep, and let's see, what was my height?
Probably about not quite twice.
You
my
said
weight.
you're 7 feet tall?
6'5".
You're 6'5", okay, well that's 7 inches taller than me too. That's not too bad. It's still undraggable, but you know. I'm going to kindly escort him to the table then.
All right, so Gazgain, you are escorted by this very friendly, odd-looking man with tattoos all over his arms over to a table with an assortment of individuals. You see what looks to be a man of what would be equivalent to half Asian culture, with a beautifully crafted blade on his back and so very custom-built leather armor. You see a tall, handsome mage. You see a very attractive man with a kind of some 5 o'clock shadow stubble thing going on. He seems to be holding
And tousled hair.
it's been fixed.
Has it?
It's never quite 100%. There's always a little bit of messiness to it, but it works for him. And he's got a beautiful blade to his side. Or do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I thought you did. And then as well, you see a very beautiful woman wearing what looks to be monk robes, and she has ears that tell of her elven heritage.
Alright, so this is the Requiem that I see. You're not quite as much as I expected, to be honest.
Well, I mean, we still have one other person coming,
Oh,
so
well.
you know, that might be part of it.
I mean, I just got here, so don't count me into the mix.
Oh, okay, so just pretend like he's actually part of it, because that's how big we are.
Oh, so do count me into the mix. Well, thank you very much, Ragnar. I do appreciate it.
Ah, yes, of course. Wait.
Lucius Morningstar, pleasure to meet you. And I reach out my hand towards the half-orc who is annoyingly 2 inches taller than me.
It's one of the few times Lucius has to look up at someone.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
I guess I'll take your hand.
Ren doesn't shake your
Take
hand.
it or just shake it?
I'll shake your hand.
Okay, I appreciate that.
They'll take your hand in marriage.
well, this was the weirdest start I could have thought of.
I would appreciate that less. Although I would be flattered.
I'll give you a rather respectful nod, but will not shake your hand.
Alright.
Racist.
No, just doesn't shake hands.
Wow, okay.
say you're
I
from
guess
a,
I asked you guys what you're up to.
Well, like I said, we're sitting around waiting for our next person to show up. She's, I think, what, a day away? Let me think. It's the afternoon time.
Yeah, it'd be about half a day now. It's about 2 o'clock as you guys have taken time to do everything. And
Half a day.
You guys can speed through to the next day after this conversation if you'd like.
Wonderful.
Okay. Arn shakes Gazgain's hand as well, introduces himself, and says, "So you came here looking for us for what purpose? What's your motivation?"
I seek revenge. My village has been destroyed,
Oh.
and just in passing, I've heard of the tales of the Requiem, and that the Requiem might know how and who I can get a hold of. What do you know of a red banner with a horse?
Can I roll a history check or something like that?
You can.
As Arn? As Arn, not as...
Arn and Marielle, or Marielle would get advantage on the history check if she wants.
Advantage?
Yeah.
Me too.
Just Marielle?
Arn and Marielle.
Okay. So there's one... Oh, good thing I have advantage.
Is it an advantage
That is
on history?
any
Or what is
better.
it?
Oops. God, you know?
Oh, I think the curse is on Arn, because
Yeah, it's
Lucius
history.
has actually rolled well.
Get
I got
that.
a 22 on history.
22. Alright. Where is Marielle?
So while you're looking that up, I'm going to say to Gazgain, I'm not familiar with the sigil myself, but revenge is an emotion that all of us here are well acquainted with. You
Except
came
for
to
me.
the-
I can't imagine I actually have to revenge against anything.
Except for Ragnar, who has
Buckle underneath my
a
breath
revenge
when you
against
say that.
revenge.
Oh, I take it back. Disco Cthulhu, I wouldn't mind having another whack at.
But yes, we are well acquainted with the premises of revenge.
I guess I will offer my blade in exchange for information. If you can tell me who this is, I'll fight for you.
Mariel!
Yes?
What?
This is. I did really well, but I don't.
Yeah,
actually-
22. Austin's looking it up, so
So-
I did crap. I rolled crap.
With my
Arn.
22.
Arn cannot roll above, like, I have a plus 10 modifier and I still got a 15.
Very nice.
Marielle, did you see the message that I sent you? It's in the Discord.
1 second.
Okay.
Let's see. It is a subgroup of the British
Wait.
military.
Brett, there's a reason it was in the Discord. I could have just read it out loud.
Sorry, you didn't
So
express.
we
Don't
didn't
do
hear
this out
that.
loud.
We didn't hear that.
Yep, nobody heard anything. Especially not me.
Insight is a 18.
Alright, cool.
Read this out loud.
If I send it to you in Discord, that's for you to know. That goes for everybody. If it's
Okay.
in your if it's in your chats, that's just between you and me.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm glad we have this orc. Our party becomes more and more fun by the day.
You need a headset.
Plus, it's been a while since we've had a tank.
Now you've got 2.
Technically, we already had
I'm-
two, but
I'm
we're going to
sure.
have to I'm going to have to keep having discussions
You
with.
guys got plenty of takes now.
Yeah, that's fair. But, like, an AC tank instead of someone who has to continually get beaten into the ground, because that can't be fun, Ragno.
I mean, it kind of depends. Sometimes it sucks, but sometimes it sucks slightly less, and it's kind of nice.
I guess
And
I
plus-
look over at
plus,
Joe and say that I
Arn is thrilled to no longer be the wizard with the highest strength score in the group.
Aw, thanks, Joe.
Alright, so Bree, did you want to say something to Gazgay? Or to the party?
Something just made a noise.
Yeah, she told Gazgan, I believe.
People aren't listening very well.
It's just hard to hear when there's multiple people talking. If you want to go ahead.
In the chat, so now you can read the little chat on the side.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. Also, Bree, whenever you speak, your first like 2 or 3 words are cut off. Just so you know. So if we don't hear you,
Start
that
with
might be why.
Yes.
Sweet. Perfect. Perfect.
You are beautiful, yes.
It's a wonderful.
So yeah, Gazgan, she tells you that she is not aware of, both her and Arn, as well as the rest of the party, have not heard of the banner that you're seeking. However you guys wish to continue with that.
I'm going to roll a history check for Lucius just for grin.
Alright.
Holy ball sacks!
Just for grins. The curse is definitely on Arn.
That's hilarious.
Well, today we learned.
Okay, well, I guess I'll give that to Lucius too then. Jeez.
He's a very well-traveled bard.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Hilarious.
This is already getting off to a great start, guys.
Yeah!
Oh.
Haven't even gotten to combat yet.
This is true.
Oh. I'm also going to, well, no, I don't, well,
Did you get my message, Lucius?
let me check it real quick. Just for grins, I'm also going to incite, Gazgane.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, he seems pretty forthcoming in kind of what he's telling you. He's definitely been honest with him wanting revenge and looking for revenge on whatever group this was. But there's also a little bit more behind him that you can't really determine at this moment.
Okay.
He seems like a battle-hardened person.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So, I'm going to, I'm going to turn to Gazgane and say, so, a red banner with a horse. It's ringing a bell of some sort, but, I can't quite put my finger on it. You'd be welcome to travel with us until we find more, though.
Do you remember where you
with,
may have heard of it?
No, I'm afraid not. It's just it's a nagging sensation, you know, like the right on the tip of my tongue, sort of thing.
All right. Where will you guys be the rest of the week?
Ah, well,
well, I just got here, so.
that's actually a good question. We're thinking about leaving town pretty soon. What do you remember?
I believe it depends on when our gnomish friend arrives. Or I guess, is she a halfling again?
Yeah, she's
Halfling.
halfling.
Okay, wait,
Friend of our
did Sam go trans and become a gnome for a little while?
No.
No, and Joe's
Clemic?
It was great.
Oh, that's okay.
No, but she's still small, so it works.
She likes playing small people, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I
She
mean, it's fun.
relates.
Understandable.
When our
Yes, so
halfling
she-
friend arrives.
She will be here the next day, and it'll probably be, Arn, you would know that the train is leaving in a week.
A week?
Or was
Ah.
leaving in a week whenever you left.
Yeah.
And so
How long
if you
did it
guys,
take me to travel? To
It took
back up to
you-
Xandrar?
You were on the Sky Surfer, so not as long. Let me look at my map. It still would have taken you about 3 days. Yeah, I saw it.
So
I'm
wait.
looking at it now.
Lorella probably left like 3 or 4 days before me, and I still got there a day before her.
That's the only reason, yeah, that you're getting there.
Oh, she would have left town before I got there.
Yes. No, she was there most of the time. You just didn't run into her because you're not
Okay.
really in the same circles. She
I was in
probably
the
left.
palace. She was in the
She
streets.
probably left like slightly before you.
Good insight.
Joe, I'll be responding to you in the Discord.
Okay. So, Arn will share that information. If you all decide to accompany me back to Rote and go to Star Alaska and help free the city, then the train for there with the Brelish army leaves in about 4 days.
All
It's
right,
about a 3-day journey by airship.
Well, I mean, 3 is less than 4. We could make it there.
Yes, assuming we leave tomorrow.
Ah, yes, that's a good point. We'd have to leave pretty early. I guess that means well, I guess we could ask him to come with us. Now, Mr. Oak, what did you say your name was?
Gazgane, I believe.
Gazgane, ah, yes. Gazgane, would you mind, would you like to join up with us?
I could be down for a good brawl.
Wonderful!
Oh, there's
You seem to run into
certainly
one
a
of
good
those.
brawl coming. I saw the city, and it's going to take quite the fight to rid it of the evil therein.
And to be honest, we run into a lot of fights anyway, so it's good time.
All right. So would you all like to kind of take your time here at the Witching Kitchen and wait for your last member to show up?
Yeah, sure. I
would
mean, it's
think
where we
so,
said
yeah.
we'd meet.
All right.
I mean, unless anyone wants to try and go shopping for anything, but
Oh, I can't imagine I need anything. I've got the staff, I've got my spider, and I think we're all good here.
okay. So over the course of the afternoon, Arn will be talking with Lucius more, and then Arn will come to the decision that after helping with Star Alaska, he's going to head out to try and figure out what's going on. And Lucius offers to travel in his place with the group. Should all go well at Star Alaska, and Arn says sure and transfers basically all the inventory to Lucius.
All right.
What?
Well, actually, wait a second. He gives a couple of magic items to Lucius. He gives the inventory to Ragnar, if you want it, Noah.
Oh, wonderful! What might you
if
have?
you
out of
want to do that.
curiosity?
So
Yeah.
you'll have the bag of holding with the
Yeah.
miscellaneous
Oh.
magical items.
So the bag of holding, but he gives the dragon necklace to Lucius with kind of a scoff, and he'll certainly get much more use out of this than I have. And then the dragon necklace, a couple like armor things. Oh, was it like the blood orb, all that kind of stuff. And then Lucius will be, once I get the stats and remember what I have from Austin, we'll discuss who wants each item.
Wonderful.
Lucius will be keeping the dragon necklace, though.
Understandable.
Yeah,
What kind of inventory do you have out of, like, just
Ooh.
everything that would be?
we
we can take care of
we'll
that on the
probably-
road as you
Okay,
guys
that's
feel
fine.
like.
Yeah, I have it in my D&D Beyond character sheet for Arn. I can send you like a picture or something like that.
Wonderful.
Because Arn would trust Ragno much more than a random bard that he just met.
Yay!
All right, so you guys, you guys take time to kind of catch up and do your respective items. Is there anything that anyone else would like to do before we skip through the night to the next morning?
Can Lucius perform in the tavern? Maybe get a few gold, maybe a free room for the night?
Make a performance check.
Okay. Let's see now. That's a middling roll.
All right. What would you like to perform with?
Say what?
What would you like to perform with?
Um, I'll just get up there with like my lute and sing a song, a local folk song.
All right. So it's not uncommon for bards to just have performances in taverns, and a few people actually gather around. It's very nice. Anyone from the party who is interested can listen to his song. It's very well played and well performed. He seems to have a lot of experience, and is a well accomplished.
20 years
bard.
of traveling.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna make an experience joke, but I'm just.
It's
Well, 20 years of that too. Actually, more than 20.
it's a beautiful song that almost seems a bit inspiring, as if something to lend you guys help on your way as you go.
Hooray!
All
Okay.
right.
I'm done.
And so
Please tell me that's how you finished your performance. Okay.
No, I finished my performance with one last pluck on the lute, and then I kind of slide the strap over my shoulder, tip my hat to the crowd, and walk off stage.
all right, and
Wonderful.
a few people actually give you gold, and you're able to get about what amounts to about 6 gold pieces in silver and copper.
Okay, cool.
Are we doing through the evening at this point? Or-
Yes.
Oh, by the
Oh.
way, Austin.
Yep.
What was my starting gold with this character?
I thought I put it on your sheet as like 100.
I have nothing on my sheet.
Okay, go ahead and just give yourself 100 and what you've
Okay,
earned
so
as you
106 now.
Yep.
Cool. Not 1,065.
Damn, must have been a good show, or that woman from earlier. Right?
That was the teaser. The real performance was back in my room.
Gosh.
Ooh.
All right, Noah, was there something that your character wanted to do as well?
Yes, I wanted to honestly look more into what happened when I was summoning that spider.
When you were summoning the spider?
More of what happened afterward. Thing turns gray.
Yeah, you can actually you can use that ability if you would like. If that's what
Sure,
you're trying
let's
to do.
just take it for a spin, I suppose.
Yeah, so as you kind of take time with your new phase spider familiar, you're able to connect with him and actually control whenever this goes off, and you essentially come to the conclusion that you're able to interact with the world around you, but not with the people or objects. So the buildings are still there, the ground and the earth is still there, but you can't pick up any cups. You can't talk to the people. They can't see you, and it's very strange. It's very different, and there also seems to be slight traces of things that aren't there in the normal world. Things and objects that are odd and are fleeting. But as you use this, like I said, it's very quick. It's only a few seconds that you're in this world before being transported back.
I think before my long rest, I'm going to use it a few times and just kind of get a better feel for it.
Yep, and you do. Is there anything else that anyone else would like to do during this time?
I'm texting you something in private chat.
All right. If no one else has anything, then you guys go through your sleep. Marielle, you are in your trance and only need 4 hours. Is there anything that you would like to do in your extra 4 hours, or would you just like to go and wait for Lorella?
Have raw materials for any alchemy, do I?
I think you use them.
I don't have
all.
anything written down,
Yeah.
but I figure we kind of...
I think they've all been made into potions at this point.
Bummer.
I mean, you guys have plenty of potions now.
Yeah, we do. It's
Sure.
fine.
All right. So you're able to move out into the room, and you actually see as your small halfling friend walks in the door early in the morning, fresh off the train. And if Sam is here, you and Sam can interact.
Oh, nice to see you. As soon as she shows up.
She's muted. Does Sam have a mic, Joe?
Why'd you mute yourself, dear?
Because the broadcast
Because.
are over, and it would take a lot of.
She's just gonna yell at my microphone if that works.
Yep, that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Sure.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, Lorella, it has been a long trek for you on the train, and you've arrived a day late, but the party is still there and happy to see you. And you see a few new faces as well.
Okay.
So after the initial greetings, like Arna will walk up and say it's good to see her, all of that. And after everyone else's initial greetings, Lucius will walk up and in the halfling tongue reach down, reach out his hand and say, Lucius Morningstar, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you too.
I wish I knew what he was saying.
Lorella, you can go
And-
ahead and roll a history check if you want.
Okay.
Open your character sheet and just click history, dear.
It's pretty neat.
Like from the skills. And just click the word.
Hey, nice. Well, not the roll, but nice. You got it.
So
Ah, come on.
it's weird. In the back of your mind, you feel like this person is very familiar to you, but you just can't place it.
Huh.
And then after Lucius,
Can I? No, that's not gonna make a difference.
as well.
That's okay. I too have a -1 to history.
Same though.
Yo, same now. No, wait, never mind. I have a +1 to history because Jack of all trades.
Grats.
But it is a pleasure to meet you, Laura.
And Lorella, if you want to summarize or talk about your time, or you can, but you don't have to. You could talk. You could see what they've been up to. I know that you and Joe missed a little bit of the intros, but if they want to give you summaries, they're welcome to.
We'll try to catch up. How much was already gone over? Like, was it established where I was?
I haven't gone over any of your stuff with them.
Yeah.
I just said that you were a day late on your train to get here.
Well, luckily, not $1 short.
Okay. I'll put it in the type. I'll explain what.
All right. So you guys kind of catch up and relay information. So you guys have a few paths to that you can go down, but if you guys think that Star Alaska is your primary goal, Arn, if you want to just review that information so that everyone knows.
Okay, so over the past month, I took the Sky Surfer and I flew down to Star Alaska because I thought, we took the bounty there, and it shouldn't be too difficult. After all, it was a nice area, and the Jackalwares weren't difficult at all to kill. But when I got there, it was a little more serious than we left it. The town has been overridden. What humans remain in the town are now being used for forced labor in chain gangs by vast hordes of lycanthropic monsters, including Jackalwares, Vargheists, which are basically huge flying bats, and like flying Jackalwares type of deal.
Oh.
Oh no.
Nasty things. I had quite a few of them chasing me. Fortunately, the Sky Surfer was faster than them. But so I got out of there. I went to try and get help, thinking maybe I could alleviate the tensions between Onder and Thrain after the unfortunate events of the wedding. And Well, I had mixed results. They're willing to come to the table, but neither side is willing to help with Starlasker, considering it's a Brelish city. But I went to Rote, to the King of Breland, and I talked with him. He is willing to broker a peace between Onder and Thrain, so that went well. And he's also mounting an offensive to free Starlasker from the clutches of these beasts. And he asked for our assistance in clearing it. Given the fact that we took a bounty that we never fulfilled, and I feel somewhat responsible for the fact that this happened to the city, I'm going to be going with him. I would love it if you guys accompanied us, but I think I'm going to be hanging with the King of Breland for a while.
And personally, I don't see why we wouldn't go with him. We know he's a good friend of ours. And let's be honest, he's also saved all of our butts. A couple times at this point. Maybe by making slightly bad decisions, or slightly, maybe not risk excessive decisions. Decisions that could have probably gotten us all killed. But it worked out, it was all good.
Out of character, every time someone says Breland, I feel like Bree just has an entire land to herself. And
It's a Breland!
Rory thought that it's a great time. It is my land.
Exactly.
I mean, hey, depending on how we play this, you could end up being the Bree of Breland.
You could be.
The challenge I'll accept. Not a girl.
And if you all would like to, you could decide to go there, but there are other options. You guys don't have to go there.
Druid cult! That sounds fun.
But basically, Arn wants to go help. Breland rid themselves of whatever infestation of beasts has happened.
Well, I certainly think that's objective number one. Doesn't everyone else?
Yeah. So, out of character, I'm not trying to railroad the plot line over this way. If y'all want to come along, that would be awesome. We'll have a great fight. If you don't want to come along, if you want to go somewhere else, this is just Arn's exit so they can start playing Lucius. So that's out of character. We'll see what happens.
But we could make you suffer longer.
No, regardless,
Anyway,
Arn is
have
going to be
no other
moving out because Arn
Place
is
to
going
go right now.
Arn has been beckoned to help the king, so he's not going to be active with the party as much. And you guys have other options. Each of you kind of got a quest kind of hint. Ragno has stuff in the Underdark. Marielle has information about the war. Arn got the thing about Starlasker. Gazgane has a revenge quest. Ren doesn't have too much of a quest because there were like too many. And then Lorella got a little bit about Thieves Guild stuff. And I don't think Lyra got one either.
Like I said, I think first things first, I think we finished what we started all those, what was it, months ago at this point?
Eons ago.
Yes.
However long that was ago. We need to go kill the Jackawares. And the flying Jackawares, apparently.
They're nasty beasts. Like, ugh.
So be it, we'll kill them.
Says the druid who loves nature.
I mean, these
Or he
guys
would say if he weren't a scarab.
Hey now. Scarab, speaking your mind now.
Well, I'm kind of along for the ride, so whatever you guys want to choose.
Oh, absolutely, as am I.
Well, I've already put in my opinion, so anyone else can feel free.
I'm just hoping it will be quite the ride.
Wonderful, absolutely. It's always a ride
I
with
wink
you
at
all.
Red.
Can I hang out with William?
Wonderful. Well, William appreciates the company. He is adorable.
Yeah, Lorella, you do notice as Maragno has a new white and blue spider friend that is about the size of a house cat.
Ah, yes, Laura, do you enjoy my new spider friend that I found?
It's quite unique looking.
Isn't it, though? I love it.
Well, that's lovely.
I'm glad you feel that way. Unfortunately, I think that Marielle is probably not going to feel that way. In fact, I'm convinced that Marielle is probably giving me a death stare every time I turn around.
No, not you. You're fine. That's fine.
Well, the spider's a close friend.
I kind
Hey,
of
not my-
said it.
Hey, not my poor spiders.
Spider stays away from Jewel. We're all good.
I can't imagine the spider would be do anything mean to Jewel. In fact, they'd probably have fun playing together. I mean, this spider's actually very, very fun.
Maybe, but how does a spider play?
Observe. I'm going to whisper the spider to do his little trick and appear on the floor.
All right. So you guys watch as the spider seems to phase out of existence, and then a split second later appear, as if it teleported over there.
Right next to my phone.
Nice.
Ren starts losing his shit.
Alright, come back to my shoulder.
Lucia starts kind of edging away, but still leaning in.
I'll lean closer. I think that's cool.
No, exactly, yes.
I think it's cool. I'm just scared.
William is awesome.
William is awesome. Don't worry, I can make it better. I'm going to pick up William and use the other trick that me.
All right. You guys watch as this time both William and Ragno teleport over about 10 or 15 feet away.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
I'm leaning
Pretty
in
neat.
closer now.
Anyway, I love this spider, and I think he loves me too.
There is a speechless Japanese man.
There is one of the rarities and wonders of the world, a speechless bard.
Now wait a second. Did we go over the fact that we have three warlocks?
Uh-huh.
But we have a.
But y'all don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about out of character.
Yeah, out of character we do have.
God dang it. Anyway, back in character. Goodness. So I suppose that I guess our first objective is going to be to set off for. I already forgot the name. Starlasker.
All right, how do you? Oh, I guess it would help. 1 second. All right, do you guys over on in your journal? It should be the second tab up at the top right, where you see your see your character sheet. You should have a party loot now.
Neat.
Oh, nice.
That should have the items that you guys have. That I'm not
That's
sure if
cool.
they've been claimed or not.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I think I claimed the Brutal Shielding. I
Alright.
think.
I took it off your sheet for now since you didn't technically have it. You could add it back on
Okay.
now. You guys should have full edit access to this, so you can change it and edit it at will.
I can see that.
Cool.
All right.
What is the
and,
Ring of Regeneration? Ooh,
um,
and the skeleton. Oh.
I'll add in the stats eventually. It's just gonna take me a little more time.
No, that's all good.
Yep.
Lorella should probably have the skeleton key
Understandable.
because she's the.
Howdy.
Well, no, wait. Actually, she's the rogue. She can unlock things anyway.
Hey, you don't have to make it harder than it has to.
Plus, the great part about that is it means that I am not the first person to try and open every door. I'm still moderately salty about that. Let's be clear here.
Well,
So
now
you
you'll be
might
the one
be able to
casting
do that.
detect magic. So.
Something like that.
Okay, then a movable route.
I just want to not be
Water.
electrocuted by a doorknob again. That's just my goal
That would
here.
be nice. Hopefully
Someone-
that kind of stuff
Someone
stays
less
in the...
skilled than me could have the key. I would understand.
Let's go.
I'm not
Okay.
sure if I should feel insulted.
All right. Did you guys get taken to the next page? Do you see the map?
Let me zoom out.
Yeah,
real
try
quick.
zooming
Oh,
out.
wait, hold on.
You can
Yeah.
alt scroll to zoom as well.
Oh, alt scroll is it? Ooh. Oh, there's the map.
And I'm now black.
Yeah, same.
Can you not see anything?
I can. Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, if you scroll out, you can see the map. but if
Scroll
you just-
out, dear.
It should
we
be
are.
black
Oh.
where you guys start, but it's pretty big.
Oh, here we go. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, now I'm on the same page.
Maryland.
All right, and you guys are on that far left area of where you can see there should be a little icon. that I kind of moved there.
Ah, hello
There we
there.
go.
Oh, yeah.
There's the ping. So that's where you guys are. And Starlasker is all the way over here. And so you guys can decide how you want to get there. The black dots are roads, the red are trains.
Wait, where are we?
You're over
I'd
on
say
the
we
far
go
left,
straight
over
through the
here.
black caps.
I would prefer not to go back through that area. It left a rather bad taste in my mouth last time.
And
I mean-
Arn, you know that the troops are taking the railroad from the capital of Rote down in the south up to Hathril, and then disbanding from Hathril towards Starlasker on foot.
So how about we meet them at Hathril?
That's what King Boronel told you to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pass that info on to the party. Or
So wait,
Arnwell.
so the troops are coming down the train?
Yes, they're taking the red line up to Hathril and then going on foot from there to Starlasker because there's a kind of not an aura, but just this zone of destruction emanating from Starlasker that makes it about, what was it, halfway to Hathril?
Yes. At the
Yeah,
the
so
time that you
halfway
were
to the
there.
Hathril, which it's huge. Like the zone of area that's been just destroyed by these creatures is massive.
Well, perhaps we can meet up with them
And,
there.
Yeah, Hathril is the staging ground.
Yeah, you saw. Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's see if I can make this. Ah, here we go. Extra large. You saw it reach like here-ish.
Okay.
So how would you guys like to get there?
Well, let's see. If we got walking path that way,
And you guys do still have the airship, but Thayer is not there, so you guys might have some trouble flying it.
ooh, that's a good point.
Ooh.
And we have no idea where Thayer is. Well, I suppose we probably should not try and take the ship. If for nothing else, then, oh, wait a second. Yeah, probably not. Just, considering that, she'd probably be better at piloting it than any of us, and to be honest, I think she'd also be, like, low-key a little peeved if we took her ship. She'd be very attached to that.
So what are we gonna do with the ship if we don't take it?
Although, yeah, that's a good point. Does anyone know where Thayer is? Even remotely?
None of you have heard anything from her.
Damn it.
I think we're a little
I mean-
SOL here.
You
Okay.
guys know that you can get there. Standard ways are through like pass or the train. If you want to connect up to a rail line, it's pretty fast, but there's not too many rail lines near Xandrar, so you can try and hire a carriage, or you can go buy horses. There's multiple ways to try and speed up your passage.
Horses.
Arn will be heading ahead on the Sky Surfer to meet up with the king, though.
Ah, that makes sense.
Ah, yes. Right.
Well, let's see.
And Laws is suffering a little bit early.
Yeah. Lucius could offer to try and contact Thayer, if that's possible, through a sending spell. Is it possible if he's never met her?
Let me look up sending and see. Alright. Nope, you have to be familiar with.
Okay. Well.
Well,
Yeah. So you guys don't know where Thayer is. You could try and fly it yourself if you want to fly. You should still get there about the same time as them if you guys were to go on horseback.
Horseback.
Can
wow.
we?
You get there slightly later, like about a day later, if you hired a carriage.
Ah.
The other
And
thing is,
you'd get there a
if
lot later
we're-
if you walked.
and this is Arn speaking, if we're on that airship, it's significantly slower than the Sky Surfer, and we'd be sitting ducks if we got attacked by those flying beasts.
Most
Oh
likely.
yes, they have flying guys.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be the grand, glorious entrance that we had when we repelled the siege of It was Passage, right?
Yeah, we'd probably have to park in the.
No, it was
that-
Xandrar. It was Xandrar.
We have to probably
when
park in half there or whatever. that
Yeah.
is.
So, or we could find a place to park it here,
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we could do that.
if that's possible. If like a lord wouldn't mind giving up a warehouse or something like that.
Oh, let's take a look around then.
Go ahead and roll a perception check, I guess, first. You're trying to find someone to hold the airship? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
You want, who else rolling? Me?
Never mind. It's not just Arn.
That's funny.
Am I rolling one as well, or is it just I don't know. I'm thinking.
You can go ahead and roll it.
Sure. Well.
So Lucius isn't able to find anything very quickly, but it seems like Ragno, he's looking around and notices that the Jarl that you guys had helped out earlier, Galther Utain, is there. Go ahead and make a persuasion check, Ragno, as you attempt to try and convince him to leave your airship there.
It's
I'm
persuasion.
wait.
time.
I'm going to tap him on the shoulder and whisper, "You've got this,"
No,
and inspire him.
not with a nat one. You're not. You went off in a different
Rip.
direction.
Alrighty.
Oh, come on.
And if it had been anything but a nat one.
Oh no! Well, oops.
Wouldn't have helped anyway.
What a persuasion.
Yeah, persuasion is not my strong suit.
All right. So he looks at you and he agrees to hold your airship there, but it will be a pretty hefty cost of 1,000 gold pieces, and he'll hold it indefinitely.
No.
Dang. Well, I'm going to have to consult with our bookkeeper. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab the party, and we're gonna ask if we can afford that.
Did anyone
Well-
keep track of how much gold you guys have?
That was Arn. Let me just open up my D&D Beyond, because everything's on there.
I know what I have specifically. It is not enough.
If whenever you find that, you want to add it to the party loot laws,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
that way everybody can see it and keep track.
The big bank.
Alright.
Let's see.
Could I go up
Oh,
and
currency.
What was that?
We
can I go up and
have.
talk to him to see if I can persuade him to lower that?
Sure. Go ahead.
Can I roll persuasion?
Hey, guys,
Roll
my,
a persuasion check, but it's a disadvantage.
Can
Yeah.
I just take advantage of the sheet?
Yeah, well, because I screwed.
Up at the top right, yeah, you click disadvantage, and then you just click it, and it'll roll it for you.
For persuasion?
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
nice.
Just make sure to change it back so that all your rolls are at disadvantage.
Ah.
Wanted to see if he could possibly recognize me or know my father for some really unknown reason.
Unfortunately, he does not, and
Damn.
you basically get a similar reaction. He says, "I already told you and your friend that it would cost 1,000 gold pieces to leave it here, and I'm sorry, but that is what it will stay at."
Okay. We have 12,000 gold.
Oh, wow. I think we could possibly afford it.
I still don't like the idea of spending that much just to store the ship.
Maybe not.
agree.
Well, I think it depends
we
on how
can't-
long he's.
If
Oh,
we
go ahead.
can't use it, then why would we spend money to keep it? Like, honestly, we should sell it if we're not going to use it.
Or burn it.
Ah.
think selling it might be better. At least we get money out of that.
It's very true.
And ours to sell.
We looted it from the Underdark, so
Also true. Well, I think we'll go back there anyway. Maybe we'll find. Right? Come on, everybody, back to the Underdark. I don't feel like everybody's agreeing with me here.
Thanks.
I think some slight sense of hostility here. Are you sure?
There you go.
What if I promise it will go better than last time?
I don't know
we
how it went
believe
last
you.
time, but I'm game to try.
Oh, yay! I've got one person that'll go with me.
I mean, the Underdark is one place I've never really been. My
Wonderful.
skills not much in demand down there.
Oh, it turns out my gender is not much in demand down there, unfortunately. It happens.
Gender profiling.
Yeah, Wolf's apparently not a fan of males. Oh, wait, actually, they are fans of males, but they like them being in chains.
Oh, well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, not really the good kind of chains, though, unfortunately.
Oh.
I think it's about the same situation as we're about to go Starlasker, except the humans are males, and instead of monsters, it's still monsters, but they actually are just really cute-looking monsters.
Well,
my
at least
gosh,
you've got
Noah.
that.
Oh.
You do you.
Anyway, that's why I have to recenter myself here. I got laughed at by the guards. I think I don't remember if I mentioned that.
So, yeah. Austin,
Yes.
could someone else possibly use my lyre to send to Thayer?
It's an attunement item.
Attunement?
Yeah.
Okay, so they could use it tomorrow?
You could use it tomorrow. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's attuned by
Or
a
it's a
bard,
short
so
rest
no.
to attune, right?
But it's a bardic item.
Oh, is it?
It has to
Okay.
be attuned by
Well,
a bard,
that's-
unfortunately.
Well, has anyone got like a picture or something?
Can someone
Not quite how
describe
that works.
Someone describe them, and I will draw them.
Damn, we haven't invented photography.
This is just gonna be like a police sketch
I hold up my
artist.
staff and cast a capture image.
Oh my gosh. So what are you guys doing here?
Well, I mean, if we can't use it, then so we'll have difficulty using it. We can still actually use it. It's just going to be, would it be a disadvantage on the check or just flat roll?
It'd probably just be a disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay.
Yeah.
So disadvantage on the checks, which would get interesting.
For the original members, it'd be a flat roll. So for Lorella
Okay.
and Maribel and
Ragno.
Ragno.
Yeah. So flat roll, just flat d20 roll out of
Let's
character
see.
right now. We can use it. We
You
just
know-
won't
yeah.
get a bonus.
You know that you can use it, but you definitely don't have the skill of using it that Thayer did.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
But what kind of check is it gonna be?
It's a
Survival?
survival check, I believe, is what I was operating on.
Survive.
last time.
Yeah. Doesn't
I-
Marielle have good survival?
I've got plus 17.
It's not like my ranger from the summer campaign, but it's pretty good.
Okay, whoever has survival, I have an idea.
Check so I can tell you
Oh,
what
wait
it
a
is.
second. How long is this journey gonna be?
It's gonna be multiple days.
Longer than enhance ability.
Curses! You knew what my plan was.
Yeah, I did too.
I have enhanced ability as well. I believe.
Ah, good. I'm sure that helps you a lot.
I should have cast that last night. Dang it.
Don't bards? No, bards don't have guidance.
No, it's inspiration instead of guidance.
Yeah.
I have a +8 survival if we need to do something
Oh,
with that.
yeah, we're good.
Mine's plus 7. But
Yeah,
I
we're good. We're
We're
golden.
probably okay.
Marielle can pilot it.
So yeah, you guys think that if you guys use the airship appropriately, you can get there a full day ahead of the train.
Wow.
with the soldiers.
Yeah.
That'd be advantageous. Maybe be able to clear our path in case things have gotten even worse since you left there, Arn.
Yeah. And we can park at a Hathril, go in on foot with the soldiers.
Yes, we can
We're
take them
golden.
down.
We can use it.
Perfect. Am I good with this? We good?
Fine.
So yeah,
Wonderful.
Marielle just has a flat roll +8.
Well, alright. Let's just hope it doesn't screw up, which should.
Nat 1, we end up in Star Alaska instead of Hathril.
Ew. Well, I suppose we'll see.
Freeze
The
that.
army shows up and we're just like, well, we got a little impatient, so we went ahead and took care of it.
That's a 20.
Wow.
All right.
Hey,
I'm the happy face.
20 what?
24.
24, nice.
8.
Very nice.
28?
No,
So you got
24.
16 plus 8 is 24.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right. So
Wonderful, I assume.
So
Oh,
you
keep going.
guys are taking the direct path, I assume? Or are you wrapping around the black caps?
I would prefer not to go near Black Pit again. That's just my own personal preference.
Fair enough, we'll wrap around it is.
Alright, you guys can still get there. So
wherever
you guys,
people tell me to drive.
you guys kind of wrap around the southern tip of the black pits like this.
So just follow the road.
Actually, can I
Basically.
just... let's see if I can get a better color here. Let's do neon green. Let's see if that works.
Lovely.
That's a little bit better, I guess. So you guys wrap around at the bottom of black caps and make it just onto the road here. So that'll be your first day's journey. Is there anything
Wonderful.
that you guys would like to do while you're on the ship?
Oh, I
There's,
think I would like. Oh, keep going.
Oh, sorry. No, just the thing that I texted you about in the private chat, and
Yep.
I'll just be kind of playing my lute casually, leaning up against the side of the ship, keeping everyone entertained along the way.
If anybody wants
Make
a
a
haircut,
performance check.
Oh no. You're making
A
me make this
haircut.
cheap.
yeah.
Oh no.
Performance, okay. Do I get
Hello.
advantage for any reason? No, that would be College of Glamour.
You guys have heard better. In fact, you heard him better before. You're kind of maybe he's a little like airsick or something. He's probably
just-
never been on an airship before.
It's
So
I'm
Yeah.
not turning on my full game. I'm just kind of casually off to the side, picking at it and maybe trying to learn a new song.
it's that high altitude. It affects the air.
yeah, it's got to be something because it's all right.
David.
Well, meanwhile, I think I'm going to. I'm just gonna.
I'm distracted by being in such close quarters. Ren, that's what it is.
Red is not impressed by your performance. He thinks he can get up there and do better.
I tweak that. Oh well, he's welcome to try.
Try what?
I hand Ren my loot if he'd like to give it a try.
No, he thought that. He didn't say that.
Does Gasgate take the loot?
Yep.
I think he does.
Please don't break my loot, Joe.
No. Gasgate the orc takes the loot and magnificently plays a wonderful sonata that you guys all are just captured by. And it almost brings a tear to your guys' eye as
Beautiful.
this just beautiful melody comes out of this massive orc, or half orc.
I walk up to him, I place a hand on his shoulder, and I say, "That was absolutely amazing. Will you teach me that? I've never really asked for this from anyone else before. Will you teach me that?"
I guess I'll try to teach him that song.
Oh man. Make a charisma check. Just a Joe, just a charisma check in general.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. All
Oh,
right.
we are so screwed when we get to Star Alaska.
Over the course of 2 days, this half-orc is able to teach you a wonderful, traditional sonata on the lute from his half-orcish country, which is now canon, apparently.
So if we end up with around like half orcs, and I pull out this song because of Joe's nat 20, can I get advantage on the performance check performing this specific song?
In this certain situation, probably.
Yes. Thank you, Joe.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Ren is now more impressed by the orc than you.
All right, and this is speaking of this, as this is kind of a good lead-in. So we're gonna try a few different things with this kind of season of D&D. The first one is like greatest hits and greatest moments, so that we can kind of remember where things are really good. So there is a greatest hits text channel that whenever you guys have a moment that you do or you see someone else do, and you really like it, you think it's really funny or really cool, you can just throw it in there, and that'll be kind of a timeline of things and events that happen.
Joe, care to do the honors?
Yeah, so Joe, go ahead and throw up however you want to summarize that moment of brilliance, because that was fantastic.
Lovely.
Is there anything else that anyone wants to do on your airship ride? across the
I
countryside?
messaged you something in my chat.
All right. Let's see. Okay. I will address that. But that's not super.
I know nothing.
Cascade is a uniquely musical half-orc able to play and teach a wonderful lute song. Accurate. Does anybody have anything else that they wanted to work on?
I don't think I can do much.
Does anybody want their hair braided?
Ooh.
Hair braided.
I can come over there and braid your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to pet the spider?
Me.
Hooray!
But I'll make sure I leave Bree for a minute to pet it and then go back to Bree so that while I'm braiding her hair, you don't just bring over this cat-sized spider.
Oh.
I don't. I'm flying the plane. We're gonna die.
No, I'm just braiding your hair, getting it out of the way so you can fly better.
Oh my gosh, that's absolutely beautiful. Alright, is there anything else? Okay, then we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break in case anybody needs to go to the restroom. We'll meet back up at 6:25
Alrighty.
Central Time. Alright. So, you guys arrive on the edge. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's my thing. Okay. You guys arrive on the edge of the village in your airship. And let me drag you over to the page. There you go. And you guys find you're on the edge of a very small village, and Arn introduces this to you as the village of Hathorel. And as you look out, you can see Arn significantly closer than it was before, but not quite at the city just yet, is a front of dark clouds. These clouds are they're a few miles from the city. But it's a lot closer than the few hundred miles it was before.
Okay.
Well, that's
wow.
good.
So if you guys see in the bottom right-hand corner of that, it looks almost like the sky just immediately hits this wall, this front, where things just completely change. And like it goes from like a dark, stormy sky to just blackness and almost sickly-looking clouds that are very, very low in the sky.
I've seen
Okay.
worse.
I'm going to go find the mayor that I talked to before, or the
Alright.
governor, or whatever he was.
Yes.
Or Arn is going to. I have to be careful when I say I now. And basically, I'm going to basically just check in with him. Make the pleasantries short because I'm sure he's a very busy man right now, and basically let him know in case he hadn't received word yet that King Boronel is on his way to help.
Yep. And is this his Arn?
Yeah, this is Arn.
Arn actually was already here ahead of time. I guess he could have just gone with the group. He would have taken the Sky Server, but I guess he could have just gone with the group. So yeah, you
Leading
go
the
in,
way, kind of.
Yeah, you go ahead and fill him in, and tell him that King Boronel is on his way. To which he's relieved. Apparently, he hasn't gotten any word of it yet. And he fills you in that he has a few mercenaries.
You're cutting out every couple of words, by the way. Sorry.
He fills you in that there are a few mercenaries in one of the taverns nearby that he's been able to collect, and he basically says that they are willing to help you in any way that they can.
Sweet.
In this voyage, but there's only a few of them that he's been able to gather, and he recommends waiting for the king with his soldiers to mount a full attack.
I concur. I'll tell him I'll go talk to the mercenaries, and we'll see what we can do about keeping the town secure until the king gets there.
All right.
And then I'll go back to the group, let them know all of that, and then we can go to the tavern. I guess if everyone else wants to do that. Hello.
I imagine it's fine. My voice is weird there.
Nope. There we go. I don't know why my mic had cut out slightly.
It's like, we can go to the tavern. Cricket.
No, tavern sounds great. We made it here safely, and good on it for that. Unfortunately, we're not going to be taking the Sky Server not the Sky Server, the boat any farther. As that darkness, while not looking as bad as the worst thing I've seen, looks pretty bad.
Looks real bad.
So, Lucius is going to come up to Ragno and say, so, would you say that, those clouds, those really dark clouds over there, that whatever is under them would be under dark clouds?
Oh my god.
Ah, that's a good one! Yeah, that's not the Underdark, though. It's worse.
You can literally hear the smacking sound of Ren face palming just echo across the entire area.
Lucius shoots a wink back at Ren.
Oh lord.
Gosh. Pun damage.
Please don't hurt me.
Yeah, roll damage for that.
I clap Ragno on the back and laugh and walk away.
It's okay, I have resistance to pun damage, and yes, I will laugh to that pun.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good one. He just doesn't realize how bad the Underdark is. It's okay. One of these days.
Yeah, Arn kind of looks at Lucius like you have no idea what you're talking about.
One day. Unfortunately, we have to...
Things you wouldn't imagine in your worst dreams.
Unfortunately, we have to deal with the things on the surface, which are, pretty bad. Pretty bad. So, what kind of tavern are we talking here, anyway?
It's a small tavern. It's actually,
The kind that serves alcohol.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hope so after that pun.
Oh,
Don't die.
Rip.
I just took the pun damage.
Big rip.
Funny enough, this place is called the Weary Minstrel.
I love it. Oh, this is good. This is a good one. I think I will
Lucius
buy a
is going
drink.
to walk up and go like, "Oh, this is a perfect location."
The amount of sake I'm gonna need to deal with you is there's not even enough in the world.
Well, they have beer and stout.
Fuck.
Wow.
The kind
Yes,
that serves alcohol. 2 alcohols, to be precise.
Wonderful.
I mean, a stout sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I'll also take a stout.
All right, and these are pretty cheap. They're only going to cost 1 silver a piece, and both of you can
Beautiful.
make Constitution saves at advantage.
Wonderful. I think I will. Let me test my ability to do advantage thing.
That would be a
I
19.
did it. Good work. Good work,
Nice
myself.
job.
You are consistent, if nothing else.
Bree, what was your roll? I heard you, but I didn't hear you.
9.
You're cutting out a little bit. Can you just post it in chat?
I can, 1 sec.
Thank.
I believe it was
14.
There we go.
19.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, so you guys are both fine. You're able to down the stout without any problem.
Okay. Arn is going to look around to find the group of mercenaries. I imagine they'd be fairly easy to spot.
Oh yeah, they're definitely real easy to spot. Basically, you see a group of about 5 male individuals, most of them wearing some sort of wide brim black hat.
neat.
One of them actually carries a very unusual weapon that you've only seen once before, and that was in the hands of Morthus. And one of them carries a crossbow and has a long trench coat. One carries a sword. Another carries a rapier and a small shield. And then the last one doesn't seem to have any weapons on him, and his face is covered.
Oh.
That's fun. Arn will walk up to them and say that the what is it, the mayor or the governor?
It's actually the Baron.
The Baron.
Yep.
Say that the
Baron
Baron said that I'd find them, or that we'd find them here, and that they had agreed to help the town, and that we were also here to help the town until reinforcements arrived, which reinforcements were coming, and just asking what the situation was like, what they know, and then asking if we can cooperate.
So one of them, actually the one with the firearm, kind of pipes up and is like, "We're here to help. We're happy to fight alongside, but we're quite unsure of what lies ahead in there. We only have reports from someone who was inside, and only one person has made it out."
I imagine that's me that he's talking about.
You would assume so.
So I'll just kind of grin and say, yes, I know that one person was me.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. With Arns is probably just +5 for proficiency, I imagine. Oh wait, I have it up. Persuasion. No, it's a flat roll. I was an idiot building this character.
You are a strong mage.
Hey! The Arn continued.
Very nice.
He just kind of looks at you and nods and is like, "Right, all right." He seems slightly disheartened, almost in a way.
Great. I'll introduce him to the rest of the group.
Should we
Wonderful.
have Lucius play him the saddest song on the saddest?
Lucius magically conjures a violin out of nowhere.
Start playing the saddest
Between his
little song.
fingers. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'll introduce the rest of the group to them. and say what, and basically reiterate reinforcements are on the way with King Boronel, and for now we'd like to secure the town and make sure that any assaults on the town can be repulsed before the king gets here,
Yes.
All right.
and ask for their help with that.
We'd be happy to help. Do you have a plan?
Well, I was hoping that you might have some knowledge of the town's defenses. I came through here very briefly on my way to get help.
Unfortunately, there's not many defenses to speak of. We've pretty much been all that they've had.
Understood. Then I would propose that we spend the rest of the day kind of checking around the town, finding any more sturdily built buildings that we could get people into and protect them. Are there any civilians left in the town?
They've been trying to get civilians out. There are a few kind of people who would stay there no matter what happened and think that it's kind of all a hoax. And so they're still
Okay.
there. But other than that, pretty much everyone has been taken out of the town.
Okay, yeah. So we need to get the civilians into the sturdiest building in the town in case of an attack, and have stations around that building that we can go to defend it.
What is this? It's the same thing. So yeah, each hit it will take the extra 2d6.
Holy
I think-
shit, are you sure?
I'm not sure, but I'll check. I thought that was how it is, but I'll check.
Okay.
Wow.
I can't remember if it is or not.
You are the big hitter.
Man.
Yeah, it's just when you hit.
Oh, okay then.
Nice.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
You are going to wreck face.
Oh, we shall see.
With
There are many ways to deal with seemingly OP characters, as I've come to realize.
Yeah, like making them roll performance checks.
Not! You're right.
it's all good, right?
Right?
It works.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are trying to get them all into stable buildings and like assess their defenses.
Yeah, because I
is a
imagine
good
like
idea.
there's no way we're going to be able to hold a perimeter on the whole town. So a fair number of the structures are going to have to be forfeit if there's a large assault, and we need to have basically just people able to break the first hit, give the civilians time to get to cover, and then break and run and get behind cover themselves.
Alrighty. So on the map, you can kind of see where the large buildings are. There's about 5 large buildings. The one to the top left is the Baron's house.
Okay.
The one towards the middle is the tavern and inn, and then the one at the very bottom is the blacksmith, and then the 2 at the middle are 2 other shops.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll see if the Baron is around. I'm not going to chase him down and bother him again, but if I see the Baron again, I will talk to him about potentially using his house as a shelter, because I imagine he would want it protected, and I also imagine that it's the largest, most easily defended building in the area.
All right. Go ahead and roll a perception check and see if you can find them.
Okay. Perception. What do I have for that with arm? Hey, that one I have proficiency in. That's a +8.
Rolls in that one.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, get ready for the 9. Hey, higher than a 9.
Hey, not bad.
God, arms.
Brutal.
At this point, I am just having fun with all of his low rolls because it doesn't matter anymore.
Don't worry, when he dies off, the curse transfers. That's how this works, right?
So you're
Austin, please don't kill him.
I feel like poor
If you
Felipe
kill him,
feels
I am making
disappointed.
that character that we talked about.
All right, so you spend some time and look around, and you're actually able to find the Baron. He's active around the town, and you're able to talk to him, and he seems fairly receptive to the idea, but says that pretty much everyone who's still left in the town is going to be very hard to convince to leave their houses.
Of course they are.
But he says he'll always welcome anyone
Okay.
inside of his house, and his house is actually the only one that has any sort of like fencing up. The entire back area has a large fence around it.
I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, we'll put a base of operations in the tavern since we're all kind of already set up here. We'll have patrols. If there's, I like Sam's idea. We'll have patrols whenever there's an alarm given, the mercenaries and us will go to try and break the first assault in whichever direction it is, while some people go around, tell people that there's an attack coming, and tell them to get to the Baron's house. And we're gonna hold the assault for as long as reasonably possible. We're not gonna put ourselves in undue danger. And if someone doesn't want to leave their house, then they can pay for their stubbornness. We're gonna go back and protect the Baron's house.
Makes sense. Yes.
All right.
Although,
I can't control the music that much. I'm trying to figure out a way to play Spotify through Discord, but it hasn't been super successful as of yet.
we
I
have
just
one that's
knew
working
that-
in a different Discord server. If you want me to
I
look
just
into it
bet
for you.
what we were doing,
that would
same.
be awesome, actually,
Yeah.
Noah.
It's a request bot basically. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
request
what I
music
thought.
and it'll respond.
That's what I thought. I just haven't had the time to set it up. But if you could look into that and help me out with that, that would be super sick.
And I can ask I can't remember if it's Leanna or Caitlin that set it up, but I'll figure it out.
Alexa, play Reigns of Castamere in Discord.
Right. It sort of works like that.
We need an Alexa in this house really bad, Sam.
No,
They're
you don't.
fun. They're fun.
No, you don't. You don't want that.
Why not? I have one.
I don't like the idea that they're just constantly.
Joe
I
would
mean-
only use it to annoy me.
Okay, yes, but you know what? That would be like the most kind-hearted part about it.
See,
I
the
feel
thing
like
is,
you would
if like
recall you all the time.
if someone wants to just listen to you constantly, then they can use your phone.
True.
So, like, that part doesn't really creep me out
Fair enough.
any more than I'm just creeped out every single day.
True facts, though.
Kind of like the people who tape their webcam on their computer. It's like, well, you know, if the government wants to look at you through a camera, they can use your phone.
That's fair.
Because not a single one of them has their phone front-facing camera taped.
Well, they just see me with like 9 chins and a bowl of cereal laying in bed. So I don't really think the government really
That's-
wants anything to
That's
do with
all,
that.
all they'd see from me from my computer webcam too. So, hi NSA guy, I'm playing D&D.
No, imagine how many like under chin shots you would have because you hold your phone low enough. That
Yeah.
it would just like when you accidentally put on the front cam, like
Oh. And then just the
Ugh.
oh god, that's what they see right now.
yeah.
Just anytime they look at David, oh.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
This is the man who's a pilot?
Hey.
Alright, so you guys take your time and move around the town and get the kind of layout of the defenses and sort out how you guys are going to take care of things. It's pretty easy to sort of go around town and get a few people who are willing to go back to the Baron's house and protection. With the airship, they're all kind of interested in what's going on.
But of course.
Yeah, we'll park that in the Baron's yard if he's okay with that.
Yeah, he's.
We'd like to
very
take
okay
care
with
of it.
that. And so you get a handful of people. It's about maybe 15 more people.
Okay. Are there spare weapons that we can arm them with, just in case?
There's
Like an
not a
armory in
whole
the
lot.
town.
They've been trying to do what they can with the
Okay.
armory, but so far it's really not been. There's not been too many. So they have like miscellaneous armaments, but it's not quite to the scale of what you would have from like an army or anything, obviously.
There's a Morning Star and a club in the bag of holding, so we can pass those out.
All right. Okay, so you guys pass out some weapons to them, and they all go to the Baron's house. There are a few people who stay at their house and basically tell you that if you want them out, you're going to have to force them out.
Have to what?
We're gonna have to do what to him?
Have to force them out.
Okay.
Well.
What do I roll?
I'll just reply. Well, we won't be the ones doing that, so.
They kind of nod you off and think that you guys are making a big deal out of it.
Yeah,
A few people
so
kind of just
heaven help
acknowledge
you
it as a storm.
If they come along and we're not here.
They pretty much slam the door in your face. Like they're the very stubborn, arrogant people. But you see that most
I
of the
was
town-
born in this house,
Yeah.
sonny, and the only way you're gonna get me out is feet first.
Pretty much.
Oh my lord.
That's okay, everybody. I'm used to getting doors slammed in my face. Trust me, you get used to it.
Every now and then there's a lightning bolt in it too, but
Oh.
you know.
Welcome back.
Go ahead and make a strength check, Joe.
Wait, what?
One second. I clicked the wrong thing.
That's a nat 1.
That is an at one.
So you go to pull this person out, and as he slams the door onto your hand, so you go to grab him, and just he barely gets back in time and slams the door, and your knuckles are a little bruised and it hurts a little bit, but your pride is hurt a little bit more.
I magically conjure my violin again and.
Beautiful.
All right. So you guys, you have the 5 members, the 5 mercenaries are starting to work on fortifications around the mayor's house as you clear out the rest of the town. Is there any other preparations that you guys want to make?
Well, because let's see, we're expecting this fight like in the next few hours, right?
Then the army is set to arrive at the town the next day. You don't know if there's going to be attacks or anything. So far, this town has not been attacked, and you guys haven't asked if they've heard of any others. The only person who has been attacked is Arn, and he knows that there's creatures in this dark.
But I rolled a 5 on persuasion.
I would like to go look at the darkness.
It's a few miles away. Are you going to go out a few miles or just gonna
Yeah,
look
I'll
at the
take a
sky?
walk there.
I'll go with him.
All right.
How about we all go?
Okay.
Don't you know? You
Oh my
never
gosh.
skip the party.
I'll come now.
Healers in the back, keep those fighters hale and hearty.
I mean, we're sending both the tanks. How bad could that really be?
All right. So who all is going? Is everyone going, or is anyone staying in the town to help?
Not as bad as when, we sent the 2 squishies through the fire trap first to fight the ant kegs, but
Either way. Yeah, but I'll go with him, at least. I would assume that who else is going?
I guess Arn will stay back in the town, Lucius will
Yeah.
go.
Gotcha.
I'll go.
All right. So we'll say that
Arn will
everyone.
be talking with the mercenaries and setting up defenses, maybe a couple of barricades at roads into the town facing the darkness.
We'll say that everyone goes except for Arn. So you guys.
Well, actually, hold on one second. Sorry, let me look up one thing.
Yep. No problem.
And what is that? Oh. Well, out of curiosity,
Yes.
Could I, like... I'm thinking I want to cast Giant Insect to start having spiders set up some, like, web-based defenses.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Would that work, or if I walk out of range, do they shrink?
You can. So, what are you using to make the web-based defenses?
The spiders. They were going to use their own web.
Which spiders are you using? Giant insect, or are you using what?
Yeah, Giant Insect.
Okay, yeah. You can, make an insight check.
Okay. Please don't be bad. Hey, 13's not awful.
Yeah, no, you're able to tell, you're used to how people would respond to spiders. You know that you can send them under their own, and they will be able to work for the duration of the giant insect spell. And they'll be able to work on defenses, but pretty much anyone who sees them is going to address them as enemies unless you specify differently. And even if you do, they're probably not going to be super comfortable with it.
Hey, maybe we can use it to get those stubborn people out of their houses.
Hey.
I'll stick with the spiders and warn anyone off who attacks them, if you want to do it. Or Arn will. Because he's going to be addressing defenses anyway, so...
Don't hurt my poor spiders, please.
All right.
Maybe Arn can cast Seeming on the spiders and make them look like... dogs.
Or just regular builders. Just builders building spider webs.
I can't change the type, so if it's on like the number of legs, I can't change, so they'd be 8-legged dogs.
How?
Spitting web out of their butt.
Yes.
That's kind of hot.
Oh my gosh. All right. So, is that happening? Are you making
Yeah,
them
why not?
8-legged dogs?
Good spider defense.
All right. So the spider set out. What kind of defenses are you trying to make with these?
I'll just kind of, probably just up near, like, where the darkness is. Just want to set up maybe some webbing, like, just in front of and between the houses. That way, like, they can't easily get past.
All right. Yeah,
So
sure.
a wall or a flat surface that, like, entangles.
Yeah.
I think we do flat surface that entangles. I think that'd be a good idea. Because trying to reinforce it to be a full-on wall would be pretty difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be
So
pretty
just
easy to cut
difficult
through.
terrain.
Yes, essentially.
Yeah.
Good snap on them, maybe.
All right. So Arn kind of directs the spiders, and they're far enough. Since they're on the edge of the village, they're pretty far away from most people.
Wonderful.
That are actually of your concern. And the rest of you depart off towards the darkness. And
Right.
are you where are you guys going? As far as that, so it's a couple miles until you reach that sort of giant, the giant like edge where it meets. How close do you guys want to get to that?
Let's walk right up to it, like where we could touch it.
Okay. So you guys move up, and as soon as you guys like hit this, you're able to get sort of a better view. This sky, you look up, and it's like completely dark. It is just.
That's a good sign.
It is just blacks and blues and greens, and it is unlike anything you guys have ever experienced before. And the sky is so strange that it takes all of your attention. But as you look around, you also notice that the land around you is taking a lot. You guys have a tough time seeing, but it's not like the darkness is in the sky. You can still see through it. It's still like dim or light. But as you look around, you see that the vegetation is all starting to die and fall down. It's hazy, but you guys are still on the edge of it. It hasn't gotten to where you would need dark vision or anything, so all of you can see fine from where you're at.
Let's keep walking.
Okay. I mean, you've seen the darkness. Do we really have to go under the dark? Eh?
Gasgain strides forward into the darkness.
Well, I guess we're going with him.
This is really not how I wanted this day to end, but okay.
All right, can you guys see yourself?
Yep.
Yep.
Do we have to zoom in a lot to do that?
Probably, or zoom out, and you
fair
should
amount.
see. Yeah, you should see a top left corner.
Already out.
Top left, there will be a green square with little dots on it if you're zoomed out.
So
Gotta
that's a
zoom
really...
in.
Okay.
So if you zoom in on it, the little dots are us.
And see if you can move yourself around.
Yep.
Can I move myself out? Wee!
No.
Yeah!
Cool.
Alright, I'm back.
All right, so arrange your guys how you guys are marching into this.
Wonderful. Well,
Where's the dark at?
The darkness is kind of above you. You guys have already
The
walked
black.
onto the edge. You guys have kind of already gone onto the edge of
Flower,
it.
broccoli looking shape.
That's a tree, I think.
Yep, that's a tree.
Broccoli over
That-
here.
the broccoli!
Yeah.
I'm going to stick close to Ren.
Yes, come
No.
here. Come hither.
There. I'll be a little closer.
Can I do? Beautiful. What?
It's just everybody surrounding me. Oh, that's funny.
It's
Alright.
cold. We're cuddling you for warmth. Because you're so hot.
Gasgain and Ragnar, go ahead and make a perception check.
Alright, perception time! I'm gonna go do that.
Um,
Oh!
Nice.
Austin, do I modify that with
You don't need
my
to.
guy at
Not-
all?
Not yet. I don't think.
Unless he's up and scouting.
All right. So you guys both see a nearby, what looks to be almost a campsite. You see a couple carriages, a tent, and a fireplace.
Well, bang.
You also see a stream passing through. The water is dark and murky, and it is very shallow.
A campsite?
Yep,
Wow.
you see a campsite.
So the fire is actually burning?
From what you can see, it seems to be in embers. It's barely burning.
Oh.
And it was at one time a pretty large campfire. And it is barely burning.
Okay.
Do we want to go look at it?
I mean... Whatever works. I don't know. I'm sticking with the sticking with our orc friend here. Or else should I'd probably advise to come with us.
Okay, I'm going to... Who has a shield or something?
I have myself. I'm a pretty decent shield.
Joe, does your character have a shield? Or is it just...
Nope, two-handed weapon.
Okay. In that case, your two-handed weapon is now glowing with light.
Eee. What kind of weapon is it?
Oh, all right. Hold on just 1 second.
God damn it,
I
David.
will sheathe whatever is glowing in light so the light is obscured.
Well,
In which case, I notice your supreme indifference and dispel it.
wow, this is off to a good start.
And then I'll just kind of be next to you going like, oh, you don't want the light. I'm sorry, I thought everyone needed it in order to, see.
Well, I'm pretty.
I don't need it, but, I thought it would help everyone else.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that he's just worried about the light maybe guiding people to us.
Yeah, you don't want to give away our location now, do you?
That's fair.
I can see in the dark, it's fine. But it's a nice thought.
Ah, yes.
Dark vision.
All right. Suddenly, a orb of darkness just surrounds all of you.
Oh,
You're
boy.
unable to see through it. and most of you are unable to see through it. Go ahead and all of you make perception checks first.
Well, alrighty then.
Regular checks.
I love the Arn curse.
Oh,
Sam.
Perception is a. Oh, hold on.
Hey Sam, you treat everything under a like 8 as an 8 for that, right? As an acquisitive?
No, halflings.
Oh, halfling rerolled.
Yeah, halfling get to reroll not once, I believe.
Yeah.
Perception.
too lucky.
Uh,
Oh my god.
Oh,
Alright.
gotta love halflings.
That's hilarious. Wow, those are some high rolls. Jeez, guys.
Except for you, Joe. Sorry.
Well, that's okay because Joe is the only person that doesn't need to see this. You all notice that right before the darkness enveloped you, it seemed like Gazgane was murmuring in some strange language and moving his hands before this darkness was summoned.
Oh.
Ah.
oh no.
I see.
So- Austin,
Yes.
I recognize this, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And
Very much so.
You guys can basically understand that Gazgane was the one who cast this. But
Okay.
as you guys look around, only Lucius is able to see. All of you lose vision.
Ah, shit.
I mean, he cast darkness.
Question: does it matter if we have dark vision?
No, it does not. You can still
Oh.
not see through it.
Oof.
If, on the other hand, you have Devil's Sight.
Or yeah, which is true. So yeah, okay.
David, you can hold my hand now.
So, I'm going to draw my sword with my right hand, and with my left, I'll take Ren's hand and guide him.
All right.
Where'd my person go?
where did your person go?
Human?
It's probably underneath. Do you know?
Help.
Nope. Are you here?
I'll copy you in. Hold on one second. I don't know why you didn't come, but
She was here for a little bit.
I don't know what happened, but
There
I'm
you go.
just gone.
now you're there.
She's back.
I imagine
Man,
you're
I
probably
would be-
underneath someone, but that's fine.
I was like there and stayed there.
All right, cool.
Well, we are very much in darkness.
Now what? Why are we in darkness now?
Joe cast it.
I know. I mean, Mr. Joe Gaskin, blah blah blah. Why?
Wait a second. Would I recognize this?
All right. You probably all would recognize the spell. You've seen it cast before.
Oh yeah.
All right, and Lucius, you watch as Gazgane moves forward and holds out a hand and seems to release a blast from his hand. Gazgane, go ahead and roll 3 attacks. You're still set at you're set at advantage. Can you turn that off on your sheet?
I'm advantaged because I'm in darkness and I can see through it.
The darkness doesn't reach to the creature, though. That's what gives you advantage.
Oh.
I thought him not able to see me is what gave me advantage.
Maybe we'll see. Hold on, let me check something real fast. It's fine. You can leave it at advantage. I can. If it doesn't, I can still look at it. All right. So you blast into something in the camp, and Lucius, you see as he departs off. Lorella and Marielle, I believe your vision clear. Is it 30 feet, 20 feet, Joe? Do you?
The darkness, 15-foot radius only.
15-foot
Oh.
radius. Okay, so Lorella probably is actually not even. No, Lorella is just inside it, but you're able to, as he moves forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all are actually cleared from the darkness as you see the sphere moving away from
Oh.
you. You all are able to see. and you all hear blasts come out of the darkness and towards the camp. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. Do I get my? Oh well, I don't know. It's supposed
What
actually,
damage
hold
do you
on.
want me to roll?
Hold on 1 second before you roll initiative. Or that's fine.
Oh,
If
okay.
you have already. How do I do this?
Nice, Sam.
Where's the turn order?
I don't
thing?
think my initiative is working correctly on this.
There should be.
Because I should have a +5 to it, shouldn't I? With the
With the what?
Magical darkness.
with alert, but it's not applying that.
It probably didn't apply it. You probably have to take care of it.
I'll just roll manually. Let's see. That'd be +6. Okay.
Initiative modifier. Click the gear at the top right, and then in the center section you can type in an initiative modifier of +5.
Oh, click the gear in the center. Oh,
The gear at the top right next to spells,
initiative. Oh, here we go.
and then in the center box they'll have your stats, and then right underneath them initiative modifier.
Dang, I thought that it would automatically
Ah,
apply
there it
that.
is.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone who hasn't rolled initiative yet, click on your token first and then roll initiative.
Okay.
What?
I don't know how to
Laws.
you do it
I
here.
had,
Is that what you were saying?
Oh no. Oh, hold on.
I don't know what this is.
Okay.
It just whenever you click on your token, it sets your initiative to that, and it'll add it to the turn.
How do I
count
do
already.
this?
Bam. Give me that.
I don't know how to do that.
You just click on the initiative, where it says initiative, in your character
Okay.
sheet.
Token. There's no initiative on my token.
No, just click on it with your mouse, and then go to your character sheet and click the initiative.
No.
Following. Okay.
Oh,
so now
so
we go to my character sheet.
Token.
So select the
Initiative.
token.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
did it.
Ragnar got it.
There we go. Cool. Hey, and I rolled the
We
same
already
initiative.
rolled. How do you want us
That's
to do
hilarious.
this?
Nice meeting.
Yeah, I've already added you guys. If you're not in, there we go.
It is I, Ragnar
Okay.
Arma with the 20.
Sam 22.
Tell me if it worked.
Ran 21. Wow, high initiatives.
Except for the bard.
Mariel, it did work.
The curse moves.
Hey, I am fine with my only bad rolls being initiative. That would be amazing.
Hold on, why?
And performance when and half orc needs to outshine me.
Why does that still say player 6 and player 7? I don't know why it says that. We'll fix that eventually. I don't have Joe, so we'll add
I got a 14.
Alright, 14.12. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright. So, Marielle, what would you like to do?
So wait, there's a creature down here.
You don't know.
You were saying
All
that
we
he
know
was
is there's
shooting
a
at a
black
creature.
orb that ran away. Correct.
Austin, do I need to roll damage for anything?
Yes, you do. Go ahead and roll damage for all three.
I like that I have my name there.
Sorry.
Cool. How do I roll individual dice anyway? I forgot how to do that.
Alright. Joe, you need to roll the 1d10. It just gave... Or did it?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, it actually worked. Never mind. You good. Alright. Marielle, what would you like to do?
So to recap, all we saw is this black orb that is Joe's character.
Yep. You see an orb of darkness moving away from you, and you know that it is the center of Joe's character.
Okay, and so how big is the orb? You said 15?
15 feet, yep. I could actually add that in.
Yeah, you can.
I'm about
put
to
it
say,
there.
if we could get ourselves a sweet orb.
Boom.
Okay. I get to move 50.
Where you at though, orb?
Do you guys not see the aura?
And
No.
What?
I see it.
Oh, he sees it, but we can't currently.
Why can't you all see it?
Maybe
You
it's
may have changed it only for his character.
Stop for a second.
Oh,
It's not
here
there
we go.
anymore.
Can you see it now?
Oh, there it
Yeah,
is. Good.
there we are.
Cool.
So I think I would like to be where I am now,
The lights.
going to be
Get that.
stealthy and hiding behind the tree,
Stealthy
but
behind.
then observant.
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth check and then a perception check.
My stealth is 19 plus 9.
19
Wow.
plus 9. Okay.
Stealth.
You're very stealthy.
For recap, we're gonna type that in. There we go.
Cool. Yeah,
Nice.
that's good. If we can just type the rolls in there.
And it's a 13 plus perception.
Yeah.
Perception check.
Your perception, I
That's
think, is pretty good, right?
21 perception.
21
your
perception.
Odds one better than mine.
There you go.
All right. So, you are able to see that he did, in fact, attack some sort of creature.
Whoa.
And you can see it. Let's see, where is the right thing? There you are. He attacked the creature over there.
I see.
Oh, hello?
Okay, now it's been a while with this character. I don't know if I can do anything else.
That would be probably your action to identify and hide, unless because I don't think you can hide as a bonus action.
About to say, and a monk at distance, that's probably about it.
She has a bow,
Oh, that's right.
but I think it's her action to hide, or yeah, to hide.
And yeah, that's why I'm trying to make sure I don't mix my people up. That's the problem.
Yeah, I
Sorry
really,
for what my other one could do. Now I'm like, Mariel, what do you do? Yeah, that's fine for now. I'll stay hidden.
all right. Lorella, you're up. You see a large orb of darkness. You can't see through that orb, but you can see around it.
Do I have any way to see what to shoot at, or not yet?
You can make a perception check if you would like. All right. Yes, you are able to identify that one, as well as two
Ooh.
others.
Another one.
Another one.
2 others.
And another one.
Oh. All right. Use the insightful fighting here to get you sneak attack.
All right. Go ahead and make your check.
Is that my perception against their perception, or is that insight?
Insight, I believe.
Insight against deception, I believe, is what it is. All right. Jeez. Yeah, you got your sneak attack.
Sweet. Okay, so I'll use short bow and then the sneak attack.
All right. Go ahead and roll your hit.
Let's see, is that? I don't know if I'm gonna do this right.
Yep, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You click on where it says short bow in the chat wheel to roll the damage.
What was that?
You click on where it says short bow in the chat to roll the damage. It should highlight. So below where it says 28
Oh, nice.
to hit, you just click that and it rolls. There you go.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Austin,
Lorella,
will you
how would you
disregard
like to-
this? I want to try something with the power attack.
Yeah, go ahead for it. It's not looking very good.
So which one is this?
That's the one over here on the far left, I believe. Is that correct, Sam?
Yeah.
Yep, so the one over by the tent over here.
Okay. Where is Sam? Oh, all the way back there. Wow, nice.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Sam? I believe that's everything you can do.
That's all I get.
I think.
Okay, so that works, and if I highlight over it, it can tell me if I rolled a 1 or a 2, so I can re-roll. That makes sense.
Okay. What is that?
What's up?
Is that just the Great Weapon Master?
Yeah, the
Alright.
great weapon fighting the
Yeah.
fighter trait.
Yep. Okay. So that brings us to Ren.
I guess I will move to this one. How far can I move?
You've got 30 feet movement speed.
I can. That's as far as I can move, isn't it?
Yep.
Crossbow.
Also, Austin, for your reference, it won't factor in right now, but I did send something to you before the combat started.
Oh, I missed it. I'll check it though.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It can come into play afterwards.
Gotcha.
So then use the crossbow, I click it on my character sheet, and then I click if it...
Yep. You just click on where it says crossbow in the character sheet first.
Cool.
And that'll definitely hit. 7 piercing damage. Alright.
And I get
2 more.
2 more. Alright.
That'll hit as well.
Okay.
Alright. And 1 more.
That
one does not hit, unfortunately.
Oof.
Is that the end of your turn? Alright, moving on to Ragno.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's see. Hey, so for Magical Darkness, does Blind Sight work?
Kinda, yes. Because blind sight doesn't require actual sight. You just sort of feel through it.
That makes sense.
You daredevil it, basically.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, all right then. Can I maybe try and make perception to see if these things are making sound?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Perception. Alright, 16.
You've definitely heard them respond now. They've been attacked multiple times and they are making sound.
Alright, wonderful. So I know exactly what I'm going to do here. Alright, let's see. So in my spells, let's go with this. I am going to... So how would it work if I, like, create something? Are you going to add another token to it?
Hopefully.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and conjure up a Screecher next to me.
A Screecher. Alright. What are you using for this?
Conjure animals.
Conjure animals, okay. We'll use... We're gonna use this token for it for now.
Wonderful.
Alright, and
Oh, beautiful.
I will move that towards you. Alright.
Can I also control it, or?
Hopefully. Eventually. I'll try and figure out how to do that for the next session.
No, it's all good. Okay, so
Yeah, but I can move it for you for now.
move the way thing. Okay, so by my command, I'm going to also transform into a creature to try and help defend, or at least be within the darkness and kind of be like put the bug on the other side of the darkness, kind of barrel to me. So with me transformed as a Screecher and that Screecher being there, we can hear everything without.
Yep, pretty much.
Because we have, I was about to say, we have blind sight of 60 feet, and so since my action was to conjure him, I think that's all I can do. Oh, and then my bonus was to transform?
Yep.
Yep, alright, that's good.
Alright. And finally, it will become one of their turns. Alright, so the one here is going to move up. Let's see. Yep, he can make it there.
Ooh.
So he's going to move up towards Gazgame. And this one is going to move up towards Ren. And who's next? 14, so 17. And this one is also going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to be able to get just there. Alright. So we're going to roll some attacks. Joe, what is your AC? Actually, I can
Just straight disadvantage AC 18.
18. Okay.
Wait, straight disadvantage. Oh, that's because darkness. Yeah, you're right.
Oh. Alright. Alright, so the first one hits you, and the second one will not. Actually, it's going to use that. Yep. So one hits you, and one does not, and it will do.
Gonna hate me for this.
1d8 plus 2. So it's going to do 8 damage to you.
To me?
Yep. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof.
All right. And then for Ren.
Mine's 19.
Yep. The first one hits. Second one does not. That one hits. And that one does not hit, actually. So only one. You go ahead and take 5 piercing damage and go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
You said 5?
Yep, 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Austin, can I use a maneuver to riposte because he missed me?
Yes, you can.
I will power attack with it.
All right, go ahead and roll.
You'll riposte.
All right. And that actually does not hit.
Let's see what riposte does.
I don't think it does anything if it doesn't hit, right?
When a creature misses you, you can use reaction. If you hit, add superiority to damage. So nope.
Yep. All right. Okay, so that brings us to, I believe it is your turn now.
Me?
Yes.
I will make 2 attacks against him.
Go ahead.
Power attacks.
That one will hit. And that one will not. Just barely.
Then I will use the other maneuver to add a D10 to it.
All right.
That's sick.
Luckily, all you needed was 1, and so that one hit as well.
I did it!
Go ahead and roll damage on that.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet Jesus, what?
So 32 for the first hit.
That is... The second part does not apply, because it is not a human or a monster. So it's
Shit,
just a
sorry. So
27.
only 27.
Yep.
And then the second damage.
It's 24.
Yep.
Wow.
Jeez.
And then does that kill him?
Yes, it does.
So much for tank.
Actually, let me add it up, just make sure.
If not, I have a bonus action to hit him again.
Oh my god.
50. 60. Yes, that will just barely kill him.
Okay, cool. That's temp HP for me.
Cool. Go ahead and add that temp HP to yourself, as this one is dead. Where's my thingamajigger? There we go. Boom.
Oh, very nice.
And next we've got Lucius.
Okay, so Lucius, seeing Ren getting hit by 2 of these enemies, is going to move. How do I measure again? Yeah, okay, cool. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't do that. He was up here, right?
He won.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, squares to right here. Do I get advantage because he's engaged in melee? Or that's only on
You have to be flanking.
flanking? Okay, so I'd have to get one more, which I can't.
You got to be 180.
Okay. Oh, one. Oh, right.
Yep.
So I'd have to get 2 more, which I can't.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm just going to swing Soulbinder.
All right, go ahead and make an attack. Oh,
Nat
there
20.
we go. All right, go ahead and roll damage on
I'm
that.
going to also burn a Bardic Inspiration point to use my Psychic Blades ability and add 5d6 damage to the attack.
All right.
God.
And you have a trigger thing on nat 20s, right?
What?
Your sword has a trigger on nat 20s?
Oh, does it?
I think so.
Oh, let me look it up. I'm gonna need to screenshot these things actually so I can pull them up faster.
That's what I've been doing.
Okay. Ethereal wounds whenever you score a critical hit with this weapon. You also wound the target, doing an additional 1d8 necrotic damage for each time you've wounded it, so 1.
All right.
It can then make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw, ending the effect of all such wounds itself on a success. So I get 2d8, 5d6.
Yep.
Is there anything else that happens on a hit?
Nope. I don't think so. Except all of that is doubled.
Yeah.
Except for the wound.
Oh, it may spend a bonus action to speak Soulbinder's command word to activate Wraith Scraps. Okay, but I'm using the bonus action for Psychic Blades.
Yep.
Okay, so /R. 2d8 plus 5 actually, because it's my Hexblade weapon. 2d8 plus 5, 5d6, and then we'll just
10d6.
double it.
Just roll the 5d6
Well,
and we'll double
5d6
it.
and then
Yep.
double it.
I'll take it in account. You forgot a plus.
Wait.
Roll 5d6.
How is what
2d8 plus. Okay.
14 plus 6, that's 20.
Oh, come on, that's pitiful.
It's okay.
But it's doubled to 50.
24.
It's 20. No, it's 25.
The
Doubled to
bottom is-
50.
yeah.
Oh, not the. Okay, yeah.
14.
So it's 40.
20 and 24
45.
is 44.
What?
It's the 7 is doubled to 14 plus the 1. The wound isn't doubled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's not the attack. It's part of something else. So you've got
Okay.
44 damage that you do,
Nice.
which is well enough to kill this one.
Nice.
All right.
Yo,
All right, and is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's all of my actions.
All right.
Control's important.
Yeah, boy. No, as you can see, I have figured out in this month how I like playing this character.
All right.
Or I guess more appropriately, however long it's been since we played the last session.
And you see
Oh, hello.
two more emerge. And one comes up towards Ragno.
Oh, hello.
And the other is going to take the spot of his fallen comrade.
No!
Hey, no, at least he has disadvantage to hit you. That's cool.
That is true. No, I'm not worried about being hit. I'm worried about everyone else being hit.
What's your AC as a Screecher, Ragno?
Oh, let me check that, because I've got that up right now. It is a 13.
All right. Okay. So you get hit with a claw.
Ouch.
And you're going to take 15 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then Hannah, you are bitten by the one in front of you.
Damn.
And you take
Oh,
12 points of piercing damage.
Oh!
Oof.
Okay. And it is back to Marielle's turn.
Let's see here. Yeah, I was assuming you weren't gonna make people pop up again, so I had this really cool maneuver, and now that's not really gonna work.
Dang it!
With that,
Since when did Austin make a combat easy for us?
I mean, hey, we
That-
haven't
that's
had
fine.
too bad a one.
I just have to replan. Is the only problem.
You got it, girl.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah. Okay. Get to where I want to go, where I can hit people. I'd have to go to the center of the camp. That's fun.
And you cannot see through that darkened sphere. You saw a werewolf go in there.
Which is
but
why
you
I was
don't know
going
why.
around it.
Yep, just letting you know.
Calculating that.
So wait,
That's
what are we
why.
fighting right now? Werewolves? You said?
They appear to be some sort of were creature.
Okay.
If I appeared between Sam and Laz/Hannah, I would not. I'd have to do disadvantage because then there's them there. Correct?
If you appear between Laws and Hannah,
So here's where I am. If
Yep.
I end up being like here, because that's my max distance. If I
Uh-huh.
go around the radius of the circle.
yep. I'd let you
Shoot
make a
at
shot
the
on the one
monster.
on the far left.
The one that's flanking Hannah.
Yeah, that's moving towards flanking Hannah.
Shoot and be fine.
Yep.
Okay, I'll try that. Where's my paper here? Because I'm primitive. 14. So if I recall, I get 2 bow and arrow because I get my
Yep. That is correct.
2 shots.
2 shots of fire.
I got 2 14s plus 9, so they're both 21.
Both 21. All right, both of those will hit.
14s. I was like, that's kind of
Hey,
silly.
Austin,
Yes, sir.
Whatever.
do I know if I failed the save or passed it?
You don't know. Neither does.
Because I've
Hannah.
got a thing that it says if I fail a save, I can re-roll it.
Indomitable.
Yeah.
I'll let you use Indomitable if you want.
Okay, yeah. So
So
should
you
I just
failed
click
it.
strength again?
I'll say yeah.
Or
I'll
is it,
say you
was
can
it
click-
con?
Constitution.
Oh, shit. Sorry, that
It's
was...
a 16. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I know if I passed that time?
You do not.
Hey, but we're twinning now.
But you were able to push through and harden yourself to whatever effect may have happened. All right. So 21 damage coming in from Marielle on the one on the far left. Is that the end of your turn, Marielle?
I think I voodoo jinxed it. So I got
quick-
21 total damage, though, if you look in the chat.
Yeah, I saw it. Is that the end of your turn?
I don't think I can do anything else.
All right.
Quick question.
Yes.
On attacks of opportunity, it's only when they leave a threatened square?
Unless you have Polar Master.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. When he walked up to me, I could have hit him too.
You could have.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Oops.
Because Pathfinder
Oh, wait.
is when
Am I
you
within
go
10
through.
feet of the guy who ran up to Ragno?
Possibly. I'm gonna say
Yeah, I don't think
no.
you put the measuring
'cause
thing down.
I'm gonna say
How do I
that he's
measure
in the
stick?
way.
Yeah, because 10 blocks straight, and so if you do diagonal,
technically you're 10 feet away, but I'm gonna say that Ragno is in the way. So
that's
you
also
probably can't
considered
make
10
it.
feet. I think it rounds down, because that should be, let's see.
12 and a
Yeah, it
half,
should
I
be
think.
12 and a half.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's just outside your reach to make it simple.
it's 10 times the square root of 2.
All right, Lorilla, it's your turn.
Even though I don't use half that stuff anymore, I still remember.
Same.
Sorry,
Also-
it's
For any mechies, I talked to a guy who actually does mechie stuff. You don't use most of statics and dynamics, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Does he use thermo?
No, he mainly just uses like a bunch of just math stuff. So, you know, pretty basic for the most part. I think he said he uses like statics, dynamics, and like anything that would be super intense like once a month.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I've learned more about comp sci here than I did at school, so...
Yeah. I know an electrical engineer who is working on basically cutting edge technology,
Sick.
like power cells for railguns type
Sick.
cutting edge technology. And he says he's used calculus once in his career.
All right, Lorella, did we get something from her?
I'm gonna shoot at the same one as Marielle did.
All right.
Do I have sneak attack with one out, or should I roll for that again?
That one is not the same one that you had before, so you need to roll for it again.
Okay.
Yep,
Cool.
and you'll still have it.
Okay.
Literally, I don't even need this. You're wonderful, but I'm fine.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right.
And then if I
I don't know what it just broke, but it was something. It was your backpack. It was also my heel. Oh.
A wild player appears in the background.
Hey, the sending spell worked.
It is still alive, Sam.
okay.
Did you say you wanted to do something else?
Yeah, I'll just use my bonus action to hide near the tree, I think.
All right. Are you going to use your movement to get over by it? All right. Sounds good. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. All right.
Oh.
Noted. All right. Back to Ren.
I'm gonna use my sword.
All right. Go ahead and make your 3 attacks.
Yay!
Probably on the one just right in front of me.
All right.
You use that sword.
Does that hit?
That does hit. Sorry. All right. Go ahead and roll again. That'll hit. And one more time.
Sheesh.
Oh, I just did it, but it didn't hit probably.
No, that one does not. But you still did
Well-
22 damage.
I got clicky.
Go to work.
All right. And then Ragno.
Alrighty, so I think my first goal here. This one in front of me has not been hit at all, has it?
No, it has not.
Okay. And what time of day was it?
It's hard to tell.
What was it when we went in the darkness?
It was about late afternoon.
Okay, well, I think I'm going to first off move my Screecher over here to where it's now flanking the guy.
Over here?
No, I would prefer to be within the darkness within 90 degrees still. I assume that's flanking?
For flanking, it's got to be 180 degrees. So
Oh, that's fine. Then I'll put him there.
Okay.
Because I got 50 movement speed as this guy, so we're good. And so now I'm going to make him hit first.
All right.
So it's going to be, and I have the stats, so I can roll, I'm just going to have to roll a d20 with things. 1d20 plus, 6? Okay.
Is this the bite?
Yes. Just the bite. 15?
That will
Nice.
just hit.
That will hit, okay.
You're
I'm
at
gonna roll.
advantage. Go ahead and roll again.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, we're going to roll again. Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Better. Cool, I'm going to roll the damage for that then. Let's do...
And was this you or him? I didn't.
This was him first.
Okay.
We're gonna roll 2d8 plus 4.
All right.
Alright, so 9.
9 damage on that one.
Cool. Okay, well, oh, well, shoot. He can't see me, can he?
Not that you know of.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack him as well, then.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Cool, and I get to attack at advantage.
Yep.
And 6. I guess I'll, oh no, I won't roll 2, though. I'll roll just 2 separate ones. Wow. Ah, come on.
Unfortunately, neither of those will hit.
Well, that happens.
All right, is it the end of your turn?
Let me think, because I don't have... I can do as a bonus action. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay. Then this one is going to go ahead and make its attacks against Ragno. Alright. That'll miss. And that'll miss. I think, wait, what's your ACs?
13.
13, yep, that'll miss. Alright. Then one will hit. Alright, so this one moves up to attack Ren and doesn't hit, but one from the other does. Ren, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, joy. Let me know the damage.
It's only 10 damage, 10 piercing damage.
And then, con save?
Con save, yep.
Wait, do our health bars actually go down as we affect the health in our sheets?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness.
That's awesome.
You guys can all see what the health of your party is at.
Rip me.
This is awesome.
Yeah, it's
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I think Ren is the only one who's taken... No, never mind, Ragno has.
No, I didn't. I just
Never
wanted to
mind.
set it down to check it.
It's
Ren's
fine.
the only one who's taken damage.
I've taken a little bit, but I have a lot of hit points.
You also have temp HP, and temp HP won't show up in there, but it does show
Yep.
up if you click on your person. You can click on the people to see the little circles.
Oh yeah,
The
cool.
temp HP is the blue one.
I can only click on myself right now though,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I can click
That's
on
fine.
anyone, but you can click on yourself to see that.
because it shows what the red circles are level and then
Red
our hit-
circle is AC, it's AC, HP, temp HP.
Oh, man, my AC is only 12 without anything. Oh my god, I guess it is. I'm not using a shield. Oof.
Yeah, that's why. All right. So it was just 10 piercing damage, and then now it's going to be back to Gascane. Joe, you're up.
I'm glad my name
Alright.
still shows up in the
I would
list.
like to move over here, so I'm within 10 feet of both. Is that acceptable?
There's a tent there.
That's not ideal. If I'm there, am I 10 feet of both?
Let's find out.
Not of the one in front of Ragno.
Yep, you're 10 feet of both.
Perfect. I'm going to attack the one in front of Ragno first. I just want to give you guys darkness and defense too, and maybe use a bonus action to whack that fucker.
You will not be able to get attacks off on the ones on the other side, though. You're going to only be able to attack the one near Ragno. But you do get darkness around all of them. Because again,
But
there's
I
the
will
tent
be able
away.
to give them. I will be able to give them the darkness bubble, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Okay. So go ahead and make
So I'm
your
going to
attacks.
attack the one I can.
Go for it.
Power attacks. Does that guy hit?
Yep.
And that one does not, and I'm not gonna waste a, whatever that's called. Nice attack.
Nice attack.
So that much damage.
Wait, you're not going to waste a what?
My maneuver, the like add to hits.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, so that's 30 damage. Maxed out damage there. That's nice.
And now I'm gonna use my bonus action to do the like halved attack.
Hold on 1 second. Your damage is showing up as 10 plus 4 plus 16. What's the plus 16 coming from? 10 is from Great Weapon Master. Where's the other 6 coming from?
Math. 10 from Great Weapon Master, 5 from Strength plus the +1.
It already
Oh,
adds in strength.
that's counting twice because I
Yep.
messed up.
So you need to subtract 4 off of that.
Let me figure out how to do that.
The last
Subtract how many?
one, 4. But with those 2 hits, it's enough to kill this one. But go ahead. Go ahead and roll damage just to see. It should be, but yeah, minimum damage is still enough to kill that one.
I think I've got that fixed.
Yeah, that looks better. There we go.
Okay, it should be a D4 plus 16, not a D10.
That's fine. It's still more than enough to kill it.
Alright, cool.
Is that the end of your turn?
If I killed it, yeah.
All right. Lucius, you see the darkness move around you, but you can still see through it.
Okay, sweet. In that case, since Joe can hit that one, I'm going to move
I can't actually get to him. Wait, if you move, I can.
Yeah. So you have a pole arm, right? So you threaten that square with an attack of opportunity? Sweet.
Yep. If they move or do anything, I get to punch.
I'm going to move around to here then.
And since they can't see you, it's not going to trigger attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
God,
and then
I love
I'm going
this
to
game.
hit this guy at advantage. I'm going to hit this guy right here at advantage because
I gotta
we're in
say, this
darkness.
darkness is
Add
handy.
advantage. Yeah, go ahead.
At advantage, hit him with my sword.
The thing is, Noah, if you can't see, then you have disadvantage.
Oh, I know.
So your blind sight plus our see through the dark bullshit means we have advantage,
Okay.
and it's cool.
So I'm guessing that hits.
That hits.
I'm going to burn another psychic blades on him.
Right.
Yeah, what I've realized is that having all these forms at my disposal is very useful utility.
Let's see. That is incorrect. That needs to be a +5. But
Yep, I forgot about your hexblade thing. I can change that on your sheet real fast.
Also, this creature is a new thing
here,
that I picked up.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
You just need to change it to charisma instead of
Attack it.
strength.
I did change it to charisma, but it didn't modify the damage. Oh,
You gotta
strength.
do
There we
it on damage and on to hit.
Okay, so that's 12 damage from that, and then /R 5d6.
13.
Goodness gracious. Okay, so that's 25 damage on that guy.
Alright, he's looking pretty rough.
Apparently I was supposed to roll initiative for this guy. We're gonna play it like that, or we're just gonna play it on my turn?
I'm just gonna do it on your turn for now.
That is perfectly fine.
Yep. That's easy.
Because it makes it less confusing.
Yep. While I still figure out and get used to roll 20, we're gonna do that.
Right.
Alright. Is that the end of your turn, Lucius?
Yep, that's move, action, and bonus.
Alright.
Did I miss something? What happened to the guy in front of me?
He died. Joe killed him.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Bree, you are up.
Me?
Yep, you're up.
Yes.
Well, it looks like I'm dark now, so that's cool.
So you cannot see.
Woohoo! Would I be intelligent enough to know roughly where the dude I was shooting at was?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh no.
I'll try.
Shot again.
I'm gonna be more displeased if you shoot me in the ass.
Intelligence?
Oh, she wouldn't suit you.
Oh,
Yes. It's a 0, so
I'll
that's a
shoot
12.
up your ass any
A
day.
12?
Oh boy.
That's a 12.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack, but at disadvantage.
Okay, that's probably smarter. Should I do just one shot now and then...
You can do one
Oh,
or two.
Oh my.
It's up
If
to
she
you.
not once, I am so getting pegged in the ass.
Nice to meet ya. Should I just do one now or
You can
both
go ahead
arrows?
and do both.
Can't be a good Requiem session without somebody getting hit in the ass by their own teammate.
Both of them are at disadvantage, so.
Disadvantage is 18.
Alright. And
Wow.
the second one?
That's okay. So that's a 21.
All right, both of those will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Holy fucking balls.
You guys have high to hit modifiers now.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Plus 9 to hit.
Plus 10.
Thank goodness.
Winning.
That's disgusting. I mean, you know, I guess I get it. I have a lot of things that I can use, I suppose.
What was that damage, Bree?
Yeah, but it's 19 damage on the same guy.
19 damage.
So I should have done a total of damage to him. From last time, and then 19 this time.
Yep. Let's see, that was that one. And that is enough to kill him. And this one is dead as well. Alright. And that brings us to Lorella. You see a giant sphere of darkness that you can't see through.
Yeah. So.
Wow, I'll actually get not to see much here.
Yeah, I don't see any bad guys.
You just hear you hear things.
Yeah.
Just never shoot the center of the darkness. I'm always in the center.
Wow.
Hold my turn and shoot if I see another bad guy pop up.
Alright.
Alright. I'm assuming I still know there's one right in front of me.
Yeah, you can probably assume that. You can't see him.
But I could assume.
You can make a perception check if you want to try and smell him.
No, I think the sense of my cologne right behind him is too powerful.
We're gonna see.
Go ahead,
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Which one I can smell more?
Roll a perception check.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're able to not only smell the extremely strong cologne of Lucius,
Up right behind me.
but the very, very obtuse musk of the creature in front of you.
All right.
I'll whisper in his ear. He's right in front of you. But don't worry, I've got your back.
Oh. That's comforting. All right, I'm gonna use my sword. Does that hit?
It does not. Roll again.
Damn. Does that hit?
That will hit.
All right.
7. All right, he is still up.
I assume that.
That will hit. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
All right, so a total of 16.
That's so sad.
All right. Ragno.
Alrighty, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to move here. Please flank him 180 degrees with my bug.
Okay. You can't move there. There is a tent there.
Alrighty, and so now I'm going to once again attack with the summon first.
Hold on, Ragno, you can't move where you're currently at because there's a tent there.
Oh shoot! Can I crawl over the tent and hit him? Like,
You could probably flank him.
Is that an athletic?
Can you fly over the tent? Don't you have flying?
no, not as a screecher. I don't think.
No.
Yeah,
What
I
are
did not.
creatures?
Well, I can explain that, but probably after this. Let's see. Hold on a second. 5, 10. Never mind. I've got 50 movement.
Yeah, you should be able to get over there, no problem.
Yeah, I moved to the other side.
Go for it.
Alrighty, bug first. So let's see. It's gonna be D20 plus 6 again. Holy shit! That doesn't seem
what?
right. What happened?
Try rolling that again.
D20.
You got a
The
23.
exclamation points.
Yeah, what in the world?
It may have given you like double advantage
What
or
is
something.
going on?
Or double inspiration or
What
Yeah,
are the-
hold on. Oh,
What are the exclamation points?
I don't know. It's I'm gonna close this out and try it again,
Huh. That's really
or just
good.
roll manually if that if it doesn't work.
you want me to roll it for you?
I'll roll it. Okay, does a 14 plus 6, does a 20 hit?
Yes, it will.
Okay, so now I'm just gonna blow up my manual for all. Let's see. There we go. 2d8 plus 4. I'm gonna do where? Ooh. All right. 7, 1, 8. All right. So the first bug does 12 damage.
All right. He is looking very injured.
Oh, wonderful. Now I'm going to attack.
All right, go ahead and roll.
All right. I'm going to roll that again. Alrighty. Oh my god. Does an nat 20 hit?
That a hit. Go ahead and roll.
Let's see. Yep, good damage. Oh my god, yes. So it's 11 times 2, which is 22 plus.
Plus 4, so that is enough to kill it.
Oh my god.
Well done.
Fucking Screecher ripping people's heads off.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Well, let's see. What does a Screecher have on? That's some pretty sweet looking mandibles, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm literally just gonna hit the thing at the neck and rip its head off.
Okay, so
Because I'm going to pin it to the tent.
Lucius and Gazgane see as this insect-like creature of bright colors just jumps onto this creature's head and neck and just bites and rips off its head and falls.
Do I just feel blood splatter on me and not know what's happening?
A little bit, actually. Yeah, it's kind of gross. Actually, go ahead and make a con save.
Make a con save?
Make a con save. So you get some blood like all over your face, and you just start retching and throwing up on the ground.
Whoops.
My elegant boy is sad.
Most unfortunate.
And you guys are out of combat.
Wonderful. Hey, drop the darkness.
Somebody get me out of this darkness and get me something.
I'm gonna signal you drop the darkness.
I take Ren by the hand and lead him out of the darkness,
God.
and then hand him a handkerchief to clean the blood off his face.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, you.
I'm going to speak into our orc's mind and ask if he could drop the darkness, please.
Yeah, there's no.
Stop putting bodies!
I guess before I do
what have you
that,
done?
I would like to have Burgle look around and make sure that there's nothing else.
Make
There's
a
dead
perception check.
people.
Fair enough.
I'll do the same.
Should I or should he?
You guys can both make perception
I'll
checks.
do the. Can I do the same?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see. What do I
Oh
have
wait,
for blind
crap.
sight?
Here's
had
my
it
creature who's at advantage, actually.
I have 60 feet of blind sight.
And then here's me normal.
I haven't left yet. They closed at 6. Ooh.
Alright, so you guys take a look around, and you don't see any other creatures or anything in the area, but you do see as these creatures die that they shift back into a humanoid-like form.
Oh, well.
And there is one that is headless, and you see its head, currently a human head, now dangling from the Screecher's mouth and dropped on the ground in front of it.
Oopsie.
And darkness drops, and all of you guys can now look around and see as
In the back of your head during my meditation.
there are 5 dead bodies of humanoids around the ground.
I was just like, okay. Did good.
Well, I'm going to show off my my sweet new form and my my party.
Alright, what are you doing?
Just kind of stand there, like I guess wiggle around the legs a little bit.
Alright, so you guys see as 8 ethereal legs pierce out of the back of this insect, and his size grows, and he becomes about an 8-foot tall insect now instead of the about 1.5-foot tall one he was before. As this giant ethereal beast, he was a brightly colored insect, and now he almost looks to be like a blue-white ghost-like appearance of that same insect, but much larger, and with 8 long legs piercing out of it.
Won't be too much longer.
I need Ren and Lucius to go ahead and make what save is it, Noah?
Let's take a look see here.
What?
That would be a
I'm trying
charisma save.
Charisma save from Gazgane, Ren, and Lucius.
Okay.
Ooh. And they have to beat a 15.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, barely. So Lucius and Lucius is able to steal himself through this image. Gazgain is not even paying attention to it. He's seen weirder things in his life. He's not even phased. Ren, after just throwing up from being spurted with blood, horrified by the dead people around her, and now terrified by this beast, is considered frightened from Ragno, and actually moves back a little bit away to get out of sight of this creature.
I am going to start using my my counter charm ability, and I'm going to sheath my sword, and I'm going to start playing my lute to basically counter the frightened charm.
Well, I'm going to speak into our poor frightened character's mind and say it's okay, and de-transform back into my still with the 8 legs.
What? You cut out a bit.
He de-transforms back into Ragno, but the 8 ethereal legs are still out, piercing out from his back, and he can use them to walk around the ground.
Jeez.
So anyway, I forgot to mention the other thing that happened. Dark.
I'm basically like knees, hands on the ground, like post barfing, like having a panic attack on the ground.
I am Road to El Dorado style, leaning down next to you with the lute going.
I'm going to yell at the man. Hey, check this out.
Ren is really wondering about his life choices in the current moment.
Marielle, I need you to make a charisma save. At
Oh,
disadvantage.
okay. She has advantage on this because of counter charm.
Does it work for frightened?
Yes.
It does. Okay, so you're gonna make a straight
Even so,
charisma save.
it only works within 10 feet anyway.
Tell me clearly, what am I doing?
You need to make a charisma save.
Getting scared.
Just a straight charisma save.
Oh, that's a -1. Let's see how this goes. Oh my goodness.
This is gonna go real well in actual.
17.
Oh wow.
17? Okay,
You can thank
so
me for it not being at disadvantage.
you look over and see Ragno, but out of his back sprout 8 ethereal spider legs, and it is terrifying, but you're able to steel yourself
Oh,
as
fuck, Austin.
you've gotten used to his spider antics, but this is a new level. You're a little bit creeped out.
What the actual fuck? Or I guess Ragno. What the actual fuck?
Well, it turns out that there was one other thing that I ran into while I was down there, and it was the ability to do.
Do I find
That's,
anything on these bodies?
I'm
Yes,
fine.
Roll an
let's leave
investigation
the
check,
bodies.
Joe.
That sounds like a much better idea right now. And for some reason, I
Can I
switched to
try to
James Corden
investigate
accent.
too?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an investigation check to try and try and
Fight me.
distract yourself.
Nat 20. Fight.
All right.
Investigate these bodies.
So Marielle moves over to investigate with Gazgain. Gazgain is not able to find anything. Marielle, you're not really able to find much either. There's some torn clothes, and you can see bite marks and slash marks across their bodies. But they don't seem, there doesn't seem to be any items on them.
Fortunate.
You can, with a nat 20 though, you're able to ascertain that these are some sort of shape changers.
You're cutting out, Austin.
Sorry. With a nat 20, you're able to ascertain that these are some sort of shape changers similar to the ones that you've seen before.
As though if I had my dragon's bone, would that count? A bitch with my dragon's bone?
Dragon's claw or dragon.
No, it's dragon's bone.
Dragon's bone,
Is
because
it
it was
dragon's bone?
I
Yeah.
Oh,
get to
okay.
wield my longsword as a dexterous thing with extra damage if they're.
Yes, you would get that bonus on them. And
Ooh, bummer. Okay, it's fine.
We did fine.
you guys did fine.
I'm going to go pat my screecher on the head and say that he did a good job.
Does he screech?
Oh no.
Very, very softly. If he
gives
screeches
it-
loud, then bad.
He gives a very soft screech, and it still kind of hurts your guys' ears. It's not a pleasant sound.
I am not having a good day, apparently.
Well, welcome to my world, I guess.
You can go ahead and make another charisma
Other
save at
people get
advantage,
frightened by
Shannon.
Noah's
Charisma.
back.
Actually, it's just straight since you're already frightened. But yeah, it's a charisma save. And I think you're still frightened.
wait.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a 15.
Yeah.
That's at advantage.
Really
But she's at disadvantage
Hannah
because she's
move
already
away
frightened.
from spiders.
So straight. Okay.
I don't. Can I move?
You can move away from it.
Throwing up yet.
As long as
Yes,
you move
you
away
can.
from me, you're good.
Yeah, you can move away from him. You can't move closer to him.
All right.
Problem.
I'm gonna go crawl over here in my sad pool of blood and barf and tears.
I'm following you with the loot and the handkerchief.
And after some time, you're able to get over the odd visage of Ragnar.
Can I go wash my face in the creek?
Yes, you can.
I am walking this way.
I'll be over here.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Me?
dear.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Boom.
that's good.
Okay. You look at this water and it looks green and toxic. You probably don't want to put your face in that.
Okay.
Probably not.
Oh,
Just cries until I have enough water to clean my face.
You've got a water skin.
Alright. I'll just sit down in the grass with my water skin and a little cloth and try to work this out.
I apologize, although I really do love this.
You are indeed the reason of all of the things that happened to me.
You could have asked.
The
You could
ripping
have
off
asked.
the head, blood splattering, leg sprouting.
You could have asked Marielle. This is kind of what you get into with this party. Mainly me.
I feel like I had to be like initiated. Like,
Yeah,
is
this is the one.
Am I initiated?
Joe, you can go ahead and roll a perception check.
You know, Marielle and I would get along really well with the elven culture thing if she had this hate of spiders.
This is the
Well-
me one.
You're good until you have your
This
spider friend.
is.
Yep. I get it.
Well, I like your spider friends, so.
But yeah, I've
Another-
walked around like just around the edge of the tents like this,
Yeah.
and then back.
You're
Lovely.
able. You're able to kind of see the nearby area. You also can tell that there's some items in these carts. It looks like this was just a general camping or travel group that stopped here to camp, but there are blood stains all over the carts and all over the sleeping areas.
Oh, well, that-
Can I insight to see if I understand what might be going on?
Sure, go for it.
That's not actually an advantage.
Yep. So no. That's a solid probably not.
All right.
You as far as Gazgane is concerned, these creatures attacked something, but you're kind of confused why they transformed. You haven't really encountered many shape changers in your history.
I'll roll insight on it as well.
Go ahead.
Hey, would you look at that?
Funny enough, Lucius is not very familiar with shape changers either. You've
Say
played-
what?
Lucius is not very familiar with shape changers either. He's mostly stuck to towns and cities. This is a little bit new to him.
That's fair. And Arn isn't here.
Rip.
He isn't here to roll a 5.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, Lucius just rolled a 3, so.
Well, the curse continues.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
Oh. I suppose after wishing well on my Screecher,
I'm sorry, you cut out at the end there.
oh, sorry, after wishing well on my Screecher, you know, pat him on the head, wish him a good job, I'll go ahead and dismiss him.
All right, and so he kind of disperses off.
Let's go back and defend the town now.
Oh, yeah.
Can someone carry me?
Yes, I can carry
I
you,
will.
I suppose.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
or Ragnar.
Lucius and Ragnar, go ahead and make dexterity checks.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I love how this is the thing.
Let's see. Character sheet, dexterity. Wham.
Just for the heck of it, because of that. Both of you roll dexterity saves, and Marielle, you can roll. Actually, yeah,
What?
You both roll
Saves?
dexterity saves. Yeah,
Okay.
Saves?
saves.
Yes.
All right.
Damn it!
So you guys both move to carry Ren as he stammers that out, and end up bumping into each other. Ragno falls down onto the ground, and Lucius, as you look up, Marielle has Ren over her shoulder and is walking away with her.
Like, bye.
I gotta admit, these legs take some getting used to. Give me a little bit.
And you guys decide to make your way back towards the town of Hathrill.
I'm going to practice walking on these on the way back for the minute I have.
All right. And you're able to walk on them decently well.
Lovely.
You get the hang of it a little bit better.
Good.
So, I suggest we take a short rest, regain hit points for those of us who got hit.
It's as you guys make it back. It's been a while. It's getting to be about 9 or 10 at night.
Oh, okay.
If you
then
guys
long
want
rest.
to, we're probably gonna end the session pretty soon. If you guys just want to sleep in the Baron's house, and then we can pick it up the next day.
Fair
That
enough.
sounds good.